Aloha all. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hi, I'm Manny from Good Dog Press, and yes, we are going up against the big boys. I know that they're still doing that drawn and quarter, but what the heck? I'm going to come on no matter what. I see we got Dark Kron in the house. I've never seen you before. Thank you for coming over, Dark Kron. That is awesome. Mighty Geek, greetings, Mighty Geek. You are here for us every night. And you got that wrench. And you know what the wrench means? Show, show, show. Promote, promote, promote. Thank you, Mighty Geek. And Bob the Popio. Hello, Bob the Popio. And I didn't turn down my iPad. I am sorry, people. All right, I've turned down my iPad. We're good to go. And tonight it's going to be a special night because we are going to be doing coloring tonight. I'm going to finish up the coloring to my Lara Croft that I did on the fan edition on Monday night. And of course, last but not least, I will introduce my cohort, my fellow gatekeeper, Tank Ferret. Take a bow.
Thank you. Thank you, Manny. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Dude,
Hey,
I love your Laura Croft. That is an awesome little pinup.
well, thank you. I mean, that's what I was going for. I was going for a pin-up, something fun, something different. I mean, an action pose. You know how I love to do static poses.
Yep.
Not. Come on. Nobody wants to see a static pose. Jeez.
I
I'm
don't know
all.
if you can you see this okay? How's my
Yes,
video look tonight?
yes, we can. It's a little dark, but we still can make it out.
Okay.
And whenever
Well,
you want me to white box you, I will white box you. Such a
awesome.
such a racist. I'm gonna
Yeah, so
white
this is
box
what
you.
I'm working on tonight. I'm doing some minor corrections with the pencils before I go in with the ink.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Looks great. Looks
I have
great.
to
Looks great.
readjust the typeset at the top and some other technical things. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I was trying to get into that drawn and quarter tonight, but Mike wasn't having any of it. Oh man, whatever's. I'll get back on that show one day. Uh,
Oh, you will. You
yeah, I
will.
will. I have to. I mean, Skunk Girl will get me back on that show.
That's
Yes,
right.
that's right.
When you
Ooh,
when you publish it, and even if you don't go back via the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, which is a fantastic show,
yeah.
um, you are gonna go back once your book. It
Yes,
cannot be ignored.
yes. I
It's
mean,
so big.
it's not gonna be ignored because I'm gonna have two books out. Come on, I'll be a
That's
part
right.
of the great gatekeepers, the tales from beyond the gate. Yes. So we'll be doing that first, and then all of us will be having our other books coming right after that. Just gonna blast the internet with the gatekeepers. They know us. I mean, they already know us. That's the funny part. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
guys do know us. Maybe not the big boys, but we're getting. I mean, John's getting around. My name is being mentioned on a lot of shows. I'm surprised. I'm not even in the chats, and I come home and I hear Manny from Good Dog Press is being mentioned on some shows. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I love that. So it's getting around, people. I'm glad that you guys are at the beginning of this great relationship. This you seeing that the gatekeepers from the beginning. I mean, Bob the Pope Yo was here at the beginning. Mighty Geek, you know, Dark Kron. We welcome you into our family. And thank you, Bob the Popio. Yes, I'm only 9 subs away from 100.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, I picked up 10 tonight just in that drawn and quartered. So that was awesome. You know, picking up 10 subscribers in 2 hours, that was cool. Hopefully, I can pick up some more tomorrow. I was hoping to pick up 100 so I could change my URL tonight. That would be so cool to have Good Dog Press for my YouTube, but it will come.
The
Guaranteed, but
night is still young.
yes, it is. Who knows what will come of it? I mean, we did have over 100 people watch us last night. Believe it or not, you know, we got a horrible time slot, people. I mean, we go up against Mike, we go up against Ethan. You know, sometimes Malin's still on. You know, but we just got to do it. We got our nose to the grindstone, and we're just chugging along. We will be here every single night, and especially when our Indiegogo comes up, you might see the gatekeepers round the clock 24 hours. I mean, you guys can just go John show in the morning, Cross's show in the afternoon. I come on in the early evening. Tank comes on after me. We most likely will switch it back and forth, me and Tank, so we don't get too burnt out. Maybe Tank will come on early and I'll come on late. We're going to work this out. We want to be 24/7.
We want to provide good, consistent content for you.
Oh, yeah.
We want you to be entertained, and if we so happen to make money from it, then we are that much happier.
Oh, yes. Hello, Ego 43. Glad you can make
Eagle
it tonight.
43, woo!
So,
Talk about hardcore fans, man.
yes, they are. So we kind of ducked out from that drawn and quartered, so we have no clue who won. So the chat's going to have to tell us who won. I always do that. It's like I'm doing so much other things when I'm watching that show. Well, watching in quotation marks. I'm actually listening to the show and trying to get in there, stick and jab some stuff in the chat, and then jump out and do some drawing. I was practicing. Uh-oh. I was practicing. If we got to do Trigon tomorrow, Trigon.
That's what we're doing.
I have never drawn Trigon in my life, people. So tonight I had to try, and this is my horrible rendition of Trigon. That is bad. I mean, that's the very first Trigon I've ever drawn in my life. I just tried to figure out. I mean, okay, so what's so good about him? What's his costume? I don't know if I got him yet. I'm gonna have to do something tomorrow before I get to the show.
Yeah, you're gonna have to clean up your game, dude. Otherwise, I'm gonna take you through the ringer tomorrow. I can draw Vash Stampede.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is I could go.
So,
I should go cartoony like I did Laura Croft.
Yes.
If I go this style, I think I'll do a Trigon pretty good. And maybe I might color his stuff with grays. Ooh.
The strategy is to look as anime as possible, and that doesn't necessarily mean big eyes, small mouth.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I figured it out. Ooh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm coming for you, Mr. Tank.
Good.
You better come for me because I want you to win. Okay.
Oh no, I want good, healthy competition. That really makes my day.
And I want to show something to the audience. How do you guys like this? This is just starting out, people. So what's going to happen is John is going to send me over the icons that I can put the icons all the way around the gate, and I'll have this up on the screen tomorrow for the Drawn and Quartered fan edition. Have you seen this yet, Tank?
Exciting.
I know you have.
I have. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, so
I thought it was jawsome.
I mean, I'm just fooling around with it. I mean, I took my original drawing of the gate. I kind of did some computer magic, gave it a kind of like a dog's eye view or ant's eye view, looking up at the gate, having those two statues looking down upon you. And then I'll put the icons all the way around the gate. So, yeah. So I'll be trying to do that tomorrow when I get home. Because John's going to be able to send me a very good. He's gonna scan it in and send it to me, and then I'll try to do that before we start tomorrow. So this is just a little mock-up. This may not be what it's going to look like, but we're just fooling around with the idea right now, people. We're getting there.
You joined us. Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hillel. You are awesome to be coming on with us. And it is morning for you. 8 o'clock in the morning. 10 to 8.
Yeah, I just got back from taking my kids to school. So they are dropped off and happy.
Awesome. We have LL in the house, all the way from Israel. This is awesome. I mean, I tell people about this when I go to work, and they're like, seriously? You talk to a guy in Canada, you talk to a guy in Israel, you talk to a guy in Japan all at once? That is awesome.
Yeah, well, it is kind of nice that, there aren't so many people interested in the creation of comics around here. And, so this is actually a rare treat for me because it's definitely a big part of who I have been throughout my life. But it's not a shared passion with a lot of people over here. So it's really nice to be able to meet other people all over the world who share the enjoyment of comics and creating comics.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, I love this community that we're bringing. I mean, you guys are making me step up my game every single night. I mean, I haven't been this excited about drawing comics in a long time. So I thank you guys for pushing me and the chat.
It's definitely
Likewise, sir.
I'm sorry, Tank.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's definitely made me a lot more disciplined as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, now that we're saying that we're going to bring out a comics. Now we got to put our money where our mouth is. We got to produce now. We can't just sit on our laurels and say, "Oh yeah, I'll get to it." No, no, no. We're here every night, working our butts off. And like I said, I mean, tonight I'm going to do something special for you guys. I'm going to be coloring my Laura Croft that I did the other night on the fan edition. I already started on the flesh, so now I'm going to do the background, do the moon, do the boots, everything. And you guys are going to see it comes together pretty fast. The the flesh is the kind of the hardest part. I still got to fix the eyes, the lips, give her some rouge in her cheeks. It's a fun pinup. I hope you guys like it. And what will you be doing tonight, Hillel?
I am working on trying to build a building for a scene. I'm trying to figure out kind of what I want this lab facility to look like.
Ooh,
Oh, I like to hear that. Oh, I love to hear. I'm working on my story. I'm drawing a scene. Yes.
that is cool. And what are you working on tonight, Tank?
Tonight I am going to be starting the final phase for this salacious Scalpel Zero pinup of her lounging upon a destroyed, I don't know, mech Ed 209-ish robot. Whatever it is, it looks big and scary, and it's good to be the king, a apex predator, that is.
Right.
And I like that. That's actually a pretty catchy tagline you've got for her. I wasn't so wild about it yesterday when you kept saying it, but now that you've said it so often, it's kind of gotten beaten in my head as a pretty cool tagline.
Well, I thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
I've
So
been
it's
practicing
good.
infectious. Since I was a teenager, I've used to do social experiments to see if I could use words to get them to catch on,
Uh,
like groovy.
Groovy.
Oh man.
You know, there's somebody at work that gave me a great tagline for Skunk Girl, and I cannot remember. I'm gonna have to ask him tomorrow. Darn it! Oh man, it was so good too. Oh man, I hope you remember.
Don't make a big stink. She'll take care of it.
No, 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 no. It was great. I mean, it was just almost as good as No Squirrels Allowed. I mean, it was such a great tagline. Oh, definitely, I gotta ask him what it was. Okay, let's get to the chat before it gets too out of hand. Uh, Bob Yo said, "What is that floating ball of meat?" Huh? Who's got the floating? Oh, okay. That's not a floating ball of meat. What I do is I usually steal from my other pinups my color palette. So usually my pinups have about the same color palette. So I just took something off of Skunk Girl. It was part of her that I just took, and it has all my colors that I want there. It's got the medium tones, the highlights, the shadows. So that way I can just pick and choose my colors. It's not a ball of meat. I'll actually get rid of that, Bob. But thanks for asking. I mean, that's how I do it. I mean, what I usually do, I'll take away my colors, blah, 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 blah. And this is actually who's in the chat. Oh,
Nobody.
Brad, what's up, Brad?
What's up, dude?
Awesome, glad
Hey,
to have you
Brad.
in here. Cool. So Bob, this is what I start off with. This is what you call flat. So it's just the colors. It has nothing. This is my flat. It's just flat colors that I can pick and choose what I want to work on, and then from there, I put I put this on the screen where I just took my little ball of meat that you think it was, and that's how I'm going to color it. So, hope that explains the ball of meat. Interesting. Eagle 43 said hello. Bob the Popio says hi, Eagle. Eagle 43 says hello, Bob. Bob the Popio, John won, I think. Does anybody know who won the drawn and quartered?
It's still going on, I think.
Still going on, but who
It should be done.
who won?
I don't know. I left. John
Okay,
kind of gave up on his drawing, so I was kind of done.
Okay, cool. Bob the Bob the Popio says, guys, do you have a favorite anime character? Even hentai.
Yes, my favorite anime character is Pris, the Night Saber from Bubblegum Crisis. She's hardcore rock and roll all the way. Love her, love her, love her. Kunwa Hurricane, baby.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I have a.
I'm not answering that question. Fifth Amendment. I don't want to.
I'm gonna make everybody laugh when I say who I like.
I actually have a couple answers. I like Saitama from One Punch Man, and I like him because he's kind of a stupid character. He's just kind of funny, and he's one of the clueless guys. Sometimes I get tired of the clueless hero, anime characters like Goku and One Piece and all this, where they walk through life having no clue what's going on, but they're always winning. But I don't know. There's something about him I just find particularly amusing.
That's why you go for Vegeta.
What's that?
That's why you go for Vegeta.
Oh, that's where you like Vegeta? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't go for Goku. You go for Vegeta.
Vegeta, I have to say, I do like him. His attitude. I like his voice a lot too. When they did him on Cartoon Network, his voice. So you think you're the strongest? Well, I'm going to lose and prove that you're right. Yeah.
All right. So my favorite anime character is actually the daughter of Superman. If you guys ever watched it, you guys know who I'm talking about.
Nope.
It's hinted that she's the daughter of Superman, and she has a sidekick. You guys know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. I forget the anime, but yeah.
Eiko-chan!
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Project Eiko is so awesome. It's so irritating, but I love it.
She's supposed to be the daughter of Superman.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you watch the show, and then at the very end, you see a person that looks like Clark Kent and Lois. He's reading his paper, so it implicates that she's the daughter of Superman. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's so irritating. Her sidekick. I mean, every time it's Eiko-chan. Eiko-chan is like, shut up. But it's fun. It's funny. I like that. And Bubblegum Crisis, of course. Awesome. All right. Yeah, we just lost some viewers just for me saying Eiko-chan. I will never do that again, people. Never, ever again. Just had to do it once. I got it out of my system. And no, I'm not going to read that, Eagle 43. Dark Kron said, hi, Manuel. Hello to you, Dark Kron. Yes, I am two people in my chat. Sometimes you'll see me on John's show as Manuel Correa, which is my real name. I'm not afraid to say that. And I am Manny from Good Dog Press. So yes. Hello. Welcome to our little chat here. Pencil Life. What up, people? Hey, what up, Brad? You're in the chat. Cool. Eagle 43 said, hello, Pencil for Life. Hello.
What's up, Eagle?
Yep. Chad Middleton said hello. Dark Kron said, I use Photoshop and Wacom. Awesome. I have both. I have Photoshop and Wacom and Clip Studio, and I prefer Clip Studio to do my drawings, but I do my videos on Photoshop. But I don't have a Wacom. I have a cheap, not really cheap, but I got a knockoff brand, UG, which does the same thing. And I love it. I love it.
I have an XP Pen Pro. That's good, too.
Cool. Yeah. Argos Creation says straw poll is up if you haven't voted. Seriously, it just went up now?
Just went now.
Well, I think it's over now.
It's over now?
No, because I just said hello not too long ago.
Well, it's been 8 minutes ago since Argo said that, which is Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Hey, awesome.
Hey, Bill.
Who won?
I don't know.
Oh, who cares? We won because we're here drawing.
I think it was Malin again.
What? With that piece, I'm sorry, dude. He didn't even try. Like he was just, bug me.
Oh, he went for the composition win.
Yeah,
That's what he
had
did.
that mood.
He went for the shock and awe in the environment. So I was like, "That's dirty. That's downright cheating."
It's a good piece,
I
though.
don't know. Pablo was looking good there for a while when I left.
I'll look at it tomorrow.
Minimalist, you know,
Yeah.
and that's it's a trick. It's a dirty trick,
Yeah, no, it's underhanded.
right?
Yep. So Bob the Popio said, "Guys, gotta go. Bye." He must have went
Bye,
to
Bob the Pope, yo.
Bye, Bob. Mighty Geek Studio says, "I'm drawing the cover for the Journeyman." Cool. I'll send it over to my Twitter and I'll check it out. And it might show up tomorrow on the after party. There will be an after party after the fan edition tomorrow. We're going to do the fan edition. We'll do that on my channel. Then I'll close it down. And then in about 5 to 10 minutes, we'll start it up again. Hope you guys are down for that. Whoever's going to be on it tomorrow. Of course, I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys the links no matter what, even if you're not on tomorrow.
I don't know if I'm on it, but I'll definitely be there for the after party if I'm not on.
Oh yeah, cool, awesome. I mean, I love people coming into my little computer room here and hanging out and having fun. You guys know that we had over 100 people watching us last night. Believe it or not.
Cool.
Yeah, we have a horrible time slot, but we have very loyal viewers, people. I love you all. You guys are
We are the
awesome.
best.
Yeah, I
had a
saw you
good
guys
view
on,
count.
but I was working. I had to close last night and then get up early in the morning. So I was like,
Yeah.
You don't have to
Suck.
apologize for us. We know how it is.
I think it was 100 viewers.
no, but I wanted to be there though.
No,
So,
no, I'm saying that you got to live your life there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
no,
we had
I don't want to do that job. No, it's all
Why
right.
you're fired? You know.
No, it's fine. I work at a comic shop, so it's not all bad. So.
Cool.
Oh,
That is awesome.
I worked in the warehouse of a comic shop.
Which one?
Lone Star Comics in Arlington, Texas.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, that's a big store.
We've all heard
Yeah,
of
no, I
that.
have a small store, really small. So
I remember
Mighty-
back in the day. Back in the day, I tried to get a job at Mile High Comics and at the warehouse, and they wouldn't pay you a wage; they'd pay you store credit. And I was like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old, and I was all
Well-
excited to I got hired at Mile High Comics, and I told my dad how much I was getting paid, and because he was so pissed off, he was like, "There's no
But I
there's
don't
no
think
way
they
you're
could- I
going."
don't think he can legally pay you a wage.
Well, they did end up getting sued.
No.
Chuck got sued for that, had to pay wages, and but it was the guy who owns Mile High Comics was always looking for a way to
Save a buck.
do a John Dillard play the game system, whatever.
Is this Mile High in Texas? Is that the Mile
No,
High?
that-
Comics?
That's Colorado. Mile High's
yeah.
Denver's the Mile High
Denver.
city because it's at 1,000. It's at a mile high as far as the elevation.
Yeah.
Oh, because I think there's one in Texas called Mile High Comics.
Nah.
It may be
I think
one
it's
of their
Milestone.
stores.
There's a big one called Milestone out there in
I really heard
Arlington.
Milestone.
Yeah, because I think the only store he had out of state was in Anaheim for a little
Yeah.
while, and that
Yeah.
was back in the heyday of like the
90s.
late '80s, early '90s. But they had 12 stores in Denver also, and then he had the one in California. 12 might be
12
too many.
stores. That's crazy.
He had, let's see, it was a lot of stores. I want to say 12, but I remember he had. Well, I don't want to go through and list them all off, but I went to a lot of them, and that was my first experience in a real comic store was a Mile High comic store in the old Buckingham Mall, which is no longer there anymore. But Chuck was a really smart businessman. He started his whole business because he was at an estate auction, and there's all these mint condition copies of the early Marvel books, and he got a business loan to buy these comic books, and he turned those comic books into this huge chain. of comic book stores. I mean, it was like 10 copies of Fantastic Four #1 mint condition. If you go and look up the Mile High Comics collection, you'll just be like amazed at all the stuff this guy found and how savvy he was putting it all together. But he was a big force in the industry for a long time too.
And what happened to him? Something happened to him?
They're still around, but and he still has a few stores.
Well, you know, Lone Star
I'm
was
sorry.
going to be. I'm sorry. Probably the same thing happened to Lone Star. Lone Star got out of the comic store business and got into just doing everything online and doing like I don't know, selling collectibles.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I mean, comic book stores aren't just comic book stores. They have to have supplemental product
Yeah,
to stay afloat.
I don't think. I guess maybe the just selling comics alone just isn't enough. Yeah.
Yep. We have to do trading card games, board games, card games. Yeah. You know, role playing games, all that kind of stuff. If we didn't, we would have sunk a long time ago.
Oh,
We've been around for like 40 years. So
which
Yeah.
store?
I don't say my store because I have
Right.
some enemies against me on my channel.
I understand. Yeah.
Yep. But if you find me on Facebook, you'll find out where I work. So
Well, I don't want to box you.
you're good, dude. Yeah.
No, the whole issue with the comic book industry is losing the mass market distribution. If that's what killed us, and that's all Marvel's fault. It really is.
I worked with Diamond for a time, and I remember when Marvel went through the phase where they tried to have their own distribution company,
Yeah.
and it didn't last long at all. I mean, but it just sure did cause a lot of chaos while they were trying to do it.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, there were three huge direct market distributors, and then a lot of
Excuse me, guys, I might be
ancillary.
belching tonight. I'm drinking soda.
Right on.
It's just as long as you excuse.
Well, at least you gave us an explanation of why it's happening.
Yes.
I note yourself.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Manny's cousin's in the chat.
Yeah, my
Seven.
cousin's in the chat all the time. I love my cousin. He's a good man out there. Oh man, let me catch up with the chat a little bit. Then we can go back on to that Mile High Comics, and I'll tell you how rude they were to me.
Oh yeah, they are.
They are super rude people.
They really could. They really could be.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, la 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 la. Okay. Mighty Geek says Saitama is my favorite. Saitama.
One Punch Man.
Okay, I've never seen that, people.
Dude, you gotta watch
He's
that.
good to watch. He's a satire of overpowered characters.
Oh, so he's Squirrel
and
Girl?
comic tropes.
He's Squirrel Girl.
No, he's like
No, like
he's like
it's
Goku.
an intelligent,
Yeah.
dude. It's actually a really intelligent, like deconstruction of superhero stuff. It's if you're a creator, I would watch it with the eye that you want to, recognize the things that are wrong with comics, because it does a great job of doing that. It's
Yeah. But it became
it's
so
also
popular
hilarious.
that it spun off even more manga and everything. It's still going.
Yeah.
Season 2 finally is coming out in April.
Oh, yeah, finally.
It's that new.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow,
no, it's been around
it's
for
only
like
like-
3 years.
Yeah, like 3 years.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they didn't think they were going to do another one. The guy didn't.
Oh, it was
No,
just supposed to be a
it's short run.
satire.
Yeah, it was just supposed to be one and done. And my brother found it when it was just the writer who was doing the artwork, and it was horrible. And I
Yeah.
was like, dude, what is this? He's like, no, read it. Once you get to chapter 6, you got an artist. And once he got a different artist, it just took off. Yeah, but his first works were so bad.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so we don't want to talk about bad stuff. We want to talk about
No, but it was so bad it's funny. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's a lesson to a lot of creators out there that aren't ready for prime time. It's you know, you're a creator. You know, it's okay to be a writer. Go get yourself an artist. You know, sell if your property's that good. You know, put your money where your mouth is, and go get yourself an artist.
That's what he did.
Yeah, and
now
look
he's
at
one
him.
of the best animes in the world right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the good stuff. By popular demand, she was missing last night, but she's back tonight, people. The unbreathable Skunkera says aloha and good evening, chat. Aloha.
Woohoo! Hello,
Aloha.
Breathable Skunk Girl.
Aloha, Skunk Girl. We missed you last night. Yeah, we all missed you.
We did.
Yes, we do. You
Okay.
must all hail Skunk Girl. Please, all hail Skunk Girl.
Sorry, I'm new to this. Sorry.
You're gonna be kicked. Oh, we don't know what happened to him. He was on Manny's channel for only 2 nights, and he was gone. Chad Middleton said, "Hello, Manny. Hello, Chad." Chad said, "Hi, Skunk Girl." See, Chad knows the route. Ignition says, "I'm Manny's cousin." Well, Todd, you got the link. Get your butt on here. Chad Middleton said, "Satama is Superman Shazam." Todd said, "Aloha." Harry Johnson said, "Skunk Girl is my babe." Ooh, that's fighting words. My babe. Okay. Chad Middleton said, "Hey, Todd." Ignition said, "Manny suspended me for an S-bomb." It wasn't the S-bomb, it was the F-bomb. And look who's in the chat. My good friend, my buddy, my pal. Brandon is in the house. Brandon says, "Hey, hey, hey, everybody." Hello, Brandon.
Hey.
Hello, Brandon. How are you, my good friend? If you guys don't know, people are trying to make some drama with me and Brandon, but that ain't gonna happen. And there's Brandon doing what he does best on Cross's channel, burping. Nice one, Brandon. Todd said, "Hey, Chad," and Brandon said, "Kidding. No, you're not." All right, so that is the players tonight. Bill.
Is Cross streaming right now too?
I don't think so. He usually jumps into my stream.
Oh.
You know. So.
Hey, by the way, Tank, what are you doing tomorrow? About noon.
About noon. Noon. I should
Eastern.
be.
Well, it's all 2 Eastern.
Oh,
Noon Mountain.
Noon Mountain.
Yeah.
So that is. Let's see here, Noon Mountain. That's just 1 hour off of me, Pacific.
Just say you want him on your show already.
Yeah.
I can try to be available.
All right, cool.
I normally have the morning shift with the family.
Oh, gotcha. That's fine. Yeah,
So,
I'll just
but
send
I
you a
can.
link anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Send me the link because if I have time, I will show up.
Yeah, I got a few people coming for sure. I was just checking. So
Sweet.
I know Critias is dropping by.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I like him.
I asked John. I don't know if he'll show up. He'll probably try to text and drive. His truck.
Oh my goodness.
Brad, when are you doing it?
What am I doing it?
That's a
Eastern.
harsh voice tonight. You okay there, Chester?
No, not really.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Chester.
goodness.
You want
Chester,
to come
you
on
know-
tomorrow?
Depending on the time, sure.
oh,
All right.
Chester, that don't sound
Two-
right. Don't worry
2
about
Eastern,
talking.
buddy.
Yeah, but he don't sound too good. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got something bad. Sorry to hear that, Chester.
No, I just got a sore throat. It's all right.
Sounds like you swallowed a koosh ball or something, Chester.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay, people. That's all right.
Chester's going for his new group lead singer role in the bass department. You know? We need a bass singer. Got to work on it.
Chester, I thank you for getting my subs up tonight. Thank you. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. You
I
really.
tried.
Yeah, I got at least 10. I don't know, maybe it went up more. But I know I got 10 just in the drawn in quarter. So thank you, Chester.
Page 3.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I feel so bad. I don't want to talk to Chester right now.
It's not because we don't like you, Chester.
Yeah, we love you, Chester. We want to make sure that you got your show going on tomorrow. And It's like, oh man, yeah, he's gonna be on that Drawn and Quarter fan edition. I mean, we need him tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Cool.
Yeah, are you drinking any like warm drinks right now? You know,
Got the sake going.
not
I
warm
got
sake.
some coffee.
Cough.
Some coffee. Just switch to green tea and honey.
Yeah, dude.
It's like somebody's buddy, someone's grandmother, a little bit like someone who's like been smoking their whole life, like 80
Like
years old.
some, one of those old ladies. Like, I used to be a model.
Oh, God.
I used to be a model. I'm 35 years old. Don't smoke, kids.
Well, I am ripped like a model, of course.
Yes, you are.
That's right.
Keep drinking; it's getting better.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
I have a question for an art question. If anybody would like to,
Yeah,
help
go
me
for
with
it.
So, if I'm doing a picture where where I'm trying to get things evenly spaced, I understand you do this kind of like X thing through the center thing, but that's if you're right next to it, right? My question is, what if instead of doing right next to, I want a gap between the two objects, but I want those gaps evenly spaced?
Okay,
How do
hold on. You're being really vague. Okay, what are you trying to draw?
If I want to do windows, where the windows are evenly spaced apart, but they're not exactly next to each other.
Okay. Are you talking about two different windows, or are you talking about window panes? Like the old style windows where there's like 9 window panes or 8 window panes?
Right, something like this.
Hold on, let me look at your screen.
Oh.
There we go. Okay.
Wait. Let me go lock it on you. Hello.
I already am. All right, hello. Go for it. Okay, so you're trying to go like that. Okay.
Right, and so what I want is the windows to be the same size in perspective, but I also want the space between them to be the same size in perspective. How do I get that space? I mean, it's no problem doing this, or you've got it measured using your X, but how do you do this? That's the thing I keep trying to figure out.
Well, it's just like the way you did it before on the other one, but you just make a space and you just erase it. So it's like do the lines like you did, like on the tapered one that you just drew. Should I turn on my camera?
Yeah, please.
Damn it. All right, 1 second. Let me move some shit. All right. Let's see here.
Watch the language.
All right, working on it.
Watch the language. We got children in the audience, believe it or not.
This is something that I'm enjoying is having other artists to kind of consult with on some of these mysteries.
Okay. So are you looking at the building I got first? You're not looking at straight on. You're doing, let's say, 2-point perspective, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so let's just come into this, make it a little bit larger. There we go.
I've lost your picture.
Okay. So pretend this is just a pencil, right?
Okay.
You just do the height, still follow it down like you're going to. And then you just put another line over here, 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 here. Something like that, but you have to make it even. And then you just touch the tops. That's all you gotta do. And you just gotta play with it until it almost looks right. You're never gonna get it precise. Especially if you're doing background, you don't need to get it precise because it's gonna shrink. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about it shrinking. So
But what about if let's say there's panels in a hallway and the character's right next to it. So in that case, I do want to get as precise as possible.
So okay, so are you looking like talk about looking straight down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, so you put your little box into the hallway,
Okay.
your door in there, and then it kind of goes off where you put your closest door frame or whatever. Okay, and then if you're gonna put a window in, right?
Okay.
You just got it's your first one. You gotta kind of eyeball.
Okay. Sure.
The only point that really matters is where you gotta get these two lines correct. And then if you're doing a window, like a frame, so, like so. You just kind of put some reflective there for glass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got another door down here. Right? And how you find the top of this door is where you just follow a straight line down.
Right.
And then it's going to be it's not going to be as wide, right? Because you've got to have at least half, so it's got to be at least half, right?
Okay.
And then you do the same thing with this one. Follow it down. Get your rough guesstimate right about here. It's going to be closer. It's going to appear closer. You just kind of got to do that way till it's going to look like it's just going to butt up against each other right near the back, but. So the rule is the rule I learned while I was in classes. Divide it in half. Divide it in half. Divide it in half.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I figure it out. So.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a box stacked on a box stacked on a box. Yeah.
So there's not a measurement system you can use.
You can, but you need like real world reference to go from if you're gonna make a specific depth. But you gotta be super detailed. You have to draw probably the grid system out. You have to be, have your heights of your characters.
Yeah.
You gotta do it way too precise to be fast.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this So for a comic where you want to maximize your speed, it's better to do a guesstimation system like this.
Yeah, and honestly, your background should not be that detailed, anyways, because you want the hints, but you want the lines as light as possible in the background because your foreground element is where you're going to have the heavy line weights, the brighter colors, the more contrast.
Sure.
So this stuff in the background, why it's nice to prove you can do it, and it's good to learn, is not going to get you the feeling or the emotion behind the drawing. Now, if it is something happening back here that the foreground people notice, say they're looking at something, then you have to assign the appropriate line weight and balance. You have to find the right balance between the two. So, yeah. So.
Okay. Well, thank you. That helps. It's something I keep worrying about. I mean, I've been guesstimating, but I haven't.
Yeah, as long as you get the perspective lines right, on where they should be going, most people aren't even going to notice. It's only when it's way out of whack that people will notice. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the help.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome. See, you guys learn all kind of stuff here. All right. So we said we're going to color tonight. So what happens, people, for the coloring? Like I told you guys before, I have my flats. So I already did the top on her body. So now I'm going to go pick my flats for the browns, all the browns. Just real fast. You guys notice the flats is all different kind of colors. It doesn't matter for your flats what you use. So I'm going to pick the back. Where is it? So I'm going to pick the backpack. I'm going to pick her shorts. And I'm going to pick her boots. And that's all going to be all the browns and her gun holster. So it really doesn't matter what you guys use for your guys' flats when you guys are coloring in digital. and now those elements are all picked, and now I can go color, and it won't bleed into anything else on the page. So, and so now what I'm going to do is, you see the little Lara Croft on the top. I'm going to take my eyedropper too and pick some of the browns, a nice neutral, middle color brown. And all I do is watch everything on the screen. It's going to turn brown now. Voila. It's easy as that. And I don't think anybody saw it because it's stuck on somebody else. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. It was stuck on LL, so nobody saw what I did.
Oh, it's stuck on me. It's stuck on me.
Trust me, people, that's what I did. All right.
Well, I'm not sure I get stuck on me. Am I making noise?
All right. And let's get back to the chat. We've been ignoring them for a while, and they've been talking a lot. Wow. Jeez, it's been a while. Yeah, we've been neglecting them for almost 15 minutes. Sorry, chat. Joshua Hughes said, "Hail Raven." Brandon said, "Just eating." Yes, I was. Eagle 43 says, "Manny, you need to make a gatekeeper for the gate." Yes, there will be gatekeepers for this gate. So what's happening is, this is just the background right now. And what John Diller is going to send me the icons, and we'll have all kinds of gatekeepers all over this gate. All the people that will be in that book. And you guys will be surprised when you see who's going to be in our book. Yes, I will get the icons, and I'll have that finished for tomorrow, and it will be debuted on the Fan Drawn and Quartered. So stay tuned for that. Brandon said Rick was not on, at least last video he made was 11 hours ago. Yeah, but he was in the chat over on the Drawn and Quartered Pro Edition. Harry said, "Brad is so sad, Tank." Why are you so sad, Brad?
Why am I sad?
Yeah, why are you sad?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Tank, are you sad? I don't think so. Tank must be playing with his chimpanzees.
Oh my. I'm not sad at all.
Ignition says, "Manny is strict. Don't even mutter a curse word." We do curse here, but very seldom. If it comes out, it comes out. Harry said, "That's not strict." LOL. Ignition said, "Chester as Oscar the Grouch tomorrow live." That's so mean, Todd. Chad Middleton, "Chester is a Russian bot." Oh, and Darth Kron said, "Batman Bale." That's what Chester sounds like. Oh, Batman. Oh, Batman.
Batman.
Gosh.
Ignition says, "Don't worry, I'll answer from here." There, Terrian Cardinal. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm just gonna call you T Cardinal. Hey everyone in the chat, how is it going tonight? It's going great, and that's the first time I've seen that icon. So if this is the first time you've been here, T Cardinal, cool. Please come back every night. We have fun here. We are crazy to be up this late. Well, some of these guys are up late, but me and Chester, this is pretty normal for us. Chester is cruising in the afternoon, and I'm just having a good early evening. Chad said, "I want to hear Manny's story with the crazy couple." What crazy couple? What is a crazy couple, Chad? You're going to have to explain that to me. Harry said, "I'm a man child." Okay, cool. Joshua Yu says, "Yeah, you've got Pope Rogue in the audience." Pope Rogue is not feeling too good tonight, people. He sounds just as bad as Chester right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a stuffy nose. His throat is sore.
Hey, Manny.
Yes.
I have some crazy stripper stories.
Oh. We'll get to that.
Oh, please. Yes.
We'll get to that. We will get to that. Ignition said, "I got suspended from for 3 nights. You better be careful. Yeah, right. Todd was with us last night and he fell asleep. He fell asleep so hard that he fell out into the chat. He was on the panel and all of a sudden he's like, "Where's Todd?" "Oh, he's in the chat." Harry said, "Oh, snap." T. Cardinal said, "If you use the view grid feature in the object feature, you can set the amount of space between the grids." Cool.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you're using that computer program, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm old school. I do it by hand.
Old school.
I do
Cool.
it both ways. I didn't know about the computer method.
Yeah.
Talking about
Are you using Sketch? What program are you using?
Clip Studio?
We didn't
Everybody
need
uses
to
Clip Studio.
we didn't need to know that Brad goes both ways.
It's true.
Moving on. Oh, you guys do know once you guys come on this show, everything is open season. So
Yeah,
watch
that's
out.
fine.
Watch what you guys say. It's all in good fun, Brad. I know you're gonna get me back. Go for it.
I am? Okay. Good to know.
Okay. Ignition said, "For just suggesting that, I became Skunk Girl's sidekick. Then bam, suspended for 3 nights." Oh man, did Skunk Girl suspend you? She could have. She has the wrench. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, iPad, stop doing that. iPad is going crazy on me. Choo 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 choo. The damn iPad just screwed up on me, and I'm like, where the hell did I leave off? Okay, T Cardinal says Operation 2, I meant, not object feature. Chad said, hashtag beers for Todd. Todd, are you having some beers tonight? Hope you're having one for me, because that's the only way I can drink nowadays. Todd said, I didn't even swear in English. I said, mi ata. Whatever that means, I hope I didn't say something bad. Ooh, I should not have read that.
Who are you?
Yeah, I hope I didn't say something bad.
Yeah, that means who are you?
Okay, cool. Todd said, right. Chad said, Todd is a Me Too victim. Harry is laughing so hard that he's crying. Todd said, it's worse than that. Todd said, Manny, read the chat. Dang it. Yes, I'm getting to it. Todd. Harry said, my thoughts exactly. T Cardinal says, I have a link to a Clip Studio Paint tutorial to solve the perspective problem. Yes,
Oh, yeah?
I use Clip Studio also, and I love it. It is for, if you're going to do art, I mean, it's meant for manga artists, so, I mean, comic artists, it's great. I think it's a lot easier than Photoshop.
Have you guys ever used Sketchbook Pro?
No, I have not.
Yeah, that one's good too. It's free now.
Oh,
You used
cool.
to have to pay $30 a year to Google for it.
Wow.
But now it's completely free for everybody.
Oh.
And it works great with tablets, and they got a really cool tool for perspective and scaling and everything. It's really nice.
Cool.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did poor Chester drop out? Man, he's got to go take care of that voice of his. Hope you're feeling good, Chester. Go get healthy. Ignition says, I mean, Todd Ignition said, I'm a gatekeeper until John suspend me from that too. T Cardinal says, and how does one get onto fan edition of Drawn and Quartered? Well, how you get onto there is you
big,
get
plead, steel. You know.
pretty much big, plead, steel. Talk to Chester. I mean, Todd saying big Chester. It's Chester and Pixel Trader. They're in charge of it.
Yeah.
They are the gatekeepers of that show. I mean, they do try to get as many new people that they can on the show. So I'm so happy that I was able to come back on Monday. I mean, I've been on the show many times before, but it was impromptu. They threw that show together real fast, so they just asked a whole bunch of us to jump on there to make sure it was a full show. And it was a great show. You guys got to go back and see that show. I mean, people brought it. It was not you had all kind of artists on there with all kind of different styles, and nobody was laying down. They were bringing it. Nobody was half A in it. That's for sure.
It's not
It
your
was
parents on a quarter. Let's just put it that way.
Hmm?
It's not your parents on a quarter.
Yeah, it was good. It was awesome.
I sold mine already.
Oh, that's great.
Did
Well,
I tell you that last time? I think I did.
I'm still working on mine.
Yeah, right after the show, it's sold.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. And Argos Creation said, "Sorry guys, tech issues again. Have a good night. See you tomorrow." Okay, Argos. Really?
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Hi, Argos. Joshua says, "Is that possible to sound as bad as Chester?" Yeah, poor Chester. Poor Chester. Chad said the couple that pulled all their artwork into their Indiegogo and got mad at Ethan Manny. Oh, those people.
Oh, those guys?
I
I never
actually,
watched that one. I wanted to see that one though.
yeah, I actually, that person, the guy Michael, is actually following me on Twitter. So I have DM'd him many times the link to this chat. So he has an open invitation to come on and talk with us if he wants to. Yeah, I mean, he followed me early on in my
What
Twitter. Yeah.
What show was that of Ethan's? Was it? 'Cause I
Oh,
want to rewatch that one. I heard it was
it's like
John called him out on some stuff. So
no, John was very cordial
well,
about
no,
it.
yeah, cordial, but I mean, with the artwork and stuff, like just gave him
No.
criticism about it.
It,
Yeah,
it wasn't bad at all. I
but
mean,
they
it,
took it the wrong way, right?
It probably
Right.
did.
Yeah.
it was fine.
That's
I
why I
didn't-
wanted to watch it and kind of like see what happened before, because all I heard was the aftermath. I'm like, whoa.
no, go to Malin's website. I mean his YouTube, and you can go watch the video there. And-
Yeah, do you know what it was called though, or which one it was?
Just go look for Immortal Worlds.
Oh, Mortal Worlds. All right, let me
Yes.
write that down.
Yeah, and then everybody start calling it Mortal Wounds.
That's because the Ikari guy, he kept calling it Mortal Wounds. He calls
Yeah.
his entire show calling it Mortal Wounds.
Yeah.
And the very it says Mortal Worlds, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And then that ticked off the couple because they were writing, can't even get the stinking name of the book right.
Yep.
But things like that. When things like that happen, I don't know. I've dealt with a lot of controversy before in my life with various things, and when you come across things like this where you're being called out and maybe you don't feel like it's fair, and the other person feels like you're not being fair, the last thing you want to do is make that public.
Yeah.
Now, if the other person makes it public, what can you do? Now you're left defending yourself, and you either just ignore them or you call them out on what's going on, and it's unfortunate when that's the position you're left in.
Well, it's also unfortunate that people don't learn how to take criticism the right way when they're younger.
Absolutely, that's
You
true
know.
too.
And it sucks. Sometimes it guts you just to hear that. But then you kind of need to hear it so you can grow,
Yes.
It's kind of like having like a serious fight with your loved one, And
Yeah.
you're both gutted, but then you come back stronger than ever, because you understand each other more. It's
Sure.
the same thing with artwork. Because your emotions are bent, or twisted into it with every line you draw, everything. So when you hear it, it sucks, but it's to make you get better. And just people just don't know how to take it.
Well, I think in this instance, and I'm not picking sides in this by any means.
No, I get you.
Yeah, but I think in this instance, what happened was the artwork wasn't even brought up as an issue until I don't remember his name. The Ikari guy got upset by what they said about it, and then he just sort of laid into it as if that was, maybe he really believed that beforehand was being nice and didn't say anything, but now he started just, laying into them. Now it was because he got his feelings hurt, and so. He didn't mean it in a constructive way. His criticism was really more out of anger than it was out of being constructive.
Oh,
That's that's the feeling I got out of it. And so you're right. If it's constructive criticism, then a person, especially an artist, needs to hear that, because if you don't hear that, you're never going to improve.
that's very true.
But if you're giving it out of anger and you don't like the person, your better option is not to say anything. It's always better not to say something than hurt someone like that, I think.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if you're doing it out of spite, then for sure. But I don't know. I'll listen to it and kind of make my own judgment on what he said, or
Okay.
But
But like I said,
I mean, He could have just had enough of him like not understanding him, and just had to be a little more blunt too. I've done that before where I wasn't getting it, and
Right.
I got sat down hard one time, and I was like, oh, that's what you mean. Oh,
Well,
like
I-
because I was just clueless, and I was like,
Yeah.
I wasn't getting the subtle hints, and I'm not one of those subtle hint guys. You just gotta tell me straight out, like,
Sure.
hey, dude, you've crossed
Yeah.
the line. I'm like, oh, sorry, dude. Let me back up. But
I'm very similar. No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of his criticisms were wrong. I mean, I think some of the things the Carter guy said, I think they were probably a very correct criticisms. Like the way
Yeah.
they handled it, the way the couple chose to handle the displeasure was wrong.
oh,
Because-
hold up, sorry.
Oh.
Hello,
Yeah.
dude. You're looking pretty good on that perspective right there, dude.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
It was-
sorry, dude. It caught me by the eye for a second. So
Oh,
that other building, you probably need to bring down a little bit more, or are they supposed to be on the same space?
well, that's
The
what I was
tops
thinking.
should lined up. Yeah.
Like I realized you're right. I'm realizing that
All
There-
right.
I haven't set on. I didn't set on where the street was or where the bottom is.
Yeah.
But there's supposed to be buildings of different sizes. But yeah, I'm not sure. This is a good question. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have to figure out how to fix this.
Okay.
Well,
so
okay.
so while you're fixing that, let me get to the
Yeah.
chat.
Sorry.
We gotta get to the chat. We gotta get to the chat, people. That's one thing.
Tank,
When you,
sorry to cut you off earlier. I didn't
yeah,
mean to.
we got to get to the chat because we see people coming in and we don't talk to them. They're gonna like, hey man, we're being ignored. We don't want to
Yeah.
ignore them, you know. So
I
it's
apologize.
cool. It's cool. No, it's cool. But we just got to get to. So T Cardinal says Clip Studio for the win. Yay! Darth Kron said I would like one day to join you. I'm putting color to a comic with Photoshop. Sure, man, Dark Kron. I mean, show us what you got, and we can maybe have you on here. Ignition says bad word. He said Shiites. We don't want to say Shiites on this program. Mighty Geek says I have. Harry said, careful now. iPads can be vicious. Yes, they are. Man, Todd, you want to get me in trouble. I'm afraid to say what you're saying. Don't know what that could be in another language. Ray said, where is sexy Rick? I just stopped by to see his sexy face. Yes, where is Rick? We love Rick here. Joshua says, I'm willing to forgive those guys. Seriously? You must be a Christian, Joshua. Chad Middleton says, hi, Ray. Ignition says, Rick is on his first date. Ooh, lucky Rick. Ignition says, Ray. Cool. Ignition says, we're beer drinking drunken chats. Okay, cool. Ray said, yeah, we tell this to Manny all the time. We need sexy Rick drawing lessons. Yes, we do. We always want to see sexy Rick on here doing his beautiful drawings and teaching us. It's funny if you guys go and watch, I think it was either today's show or yesterday's show and Rick's show, and he was berating Brandon. He was telling Brandon the exact thing that I always tell Rick to do. He was telling Brandon, that's not how you draw. You need to put your circles first. You need to put your squares. And I started laughing. It was hilarious because Rick never puts circles to start his drawing. It's cute. Joshua says, but they were acting ridiculous, thinking that Ethan was gatekeeping out British people. What?
Right.
Cronus says, I feel dejected, cries. Stay off all race stuff. Seriously, yeah, we don't want that stuff. Todd says, it's Portuguese phonics. Yeah, okay. Chrono says, I know, but YouTube is being silly. Chrono says, I'm going to be doing some themes and maybe making them tonight, material. Ray said, hi, Chad. And Chrono says, need coffee and greetings. And Chester, I hope we didn't scare you off. I want to hear that stripper stories. Please come back.
Yeah, dude.
We want to hear stripper
We want
stories.
Japanese stripper stories.
Yes. I hope
Like a-
you
lot
took
of
off to clear your throat or something. I hope we didn't scare you off. Come back, Chester. We want to hear stripper stories. Oh man. Todd said, you said you're Portuguese. You don't know Cadiu? No, I don't. KDU? No, I've never heard that before. Seriously. Okay, we are, well, T. Cardinal says, hell, do you want to check out that link at all for Clip Studio.
I'd
Am
love
I
to.
allowed to post a link to the studio site? I don't know. I don't know if you can post to that Clip Studio site.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, you can try. Go try. And Chronosid, I got some of those things. And we're pretty much caught up. T Cardinal says, "Ah, stripper stories. I got a few. I was a tattoo artist for 20 years. Oh my God, you must have a lot." Oh, yeah, I can't tell you guys those stories because my wife is listening in the other room. Yay. She listens to every single chat, and she's the one that came in here and said, "You need to read the chat. Get with your chat." Yeah, she keeps me in line, people. Yeah, I'm whipped. Yeah.
Hey, I'd rather be P whipped than not have P whipped.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, let's all
Yeah, at
say
least
it.
you're getting some.
Yeah, let's just say a prayer for little Chester out there that he's okay. Oh man. Hey, Flair came back tonight. How you doing, Flair? Good evening. He says, "Hey, Manny and Company, Skunk Girl with hearts." Thank you, Flair. 80. The Unbreathable Skunk Girl says, "I've already heard them." Yeah. Okay. My wife outs me in public. Thanks a lot.
Well, that means
Uh,
you can tell them. Go for it.
nah. Yeah, for the guys new in the chat, the Unbreathable Skunk Girl is a real woman. Yes, that is my wife. And she is the voice of the Unbreathable Skunk Girl in my videos on YouTube. It is awesome. Oh, man. Tank, are you with us? You've been quiet tonight, Tank. And Joshi says she's always watching. Yes, Joshua, she is always watching me. And Harry said, "Oh, that's nice." Yeah. I still got to go into that other room later on tonight. I
Make it
don't.
sound ominous. Man.
Well, it's not too bad if she's still awake when I get in there, but if she's asleep and I go in there and I wake her up, yeah, she's a skunk girl.
Oh, you seen she farts in bed?
No, 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 no. No, she attacks me. She attacks me.
Couldn't help it, dude.
Okay. If anyone's a Pepe Le Pew, it's me. I'm the Pepe Le Pew. You know you're bad is when your wife is sleeping and you wake her up when you fart. Okay? That's when you know you're pretty bad. Oh, the Unbreathable Skunk Girl said, "I'll be asleep." Yeah, usually you are. Yeah, unfortunately, I go in there and the dog goes crazy when I go into the room and wakes her up, and then she gets vicious. And I'm not talking about the dog. Oh, man. And Flair says, "No worries, Manny. Mine's does too." Oh, this is gonna be the family hour. Men talking about their wives.
Wives farting at night. The mythical thing that never happens.
Oh yeah, that never
The claim
happens.
never happens.
Uh, Mighty Geek says, "I owe Skunk Girl a drink." Yeah, you do. You said you'd make some drinks for Skunk Girl. Todd said the show is taking a serious turn toward the toilet. Actually, no. Actually, we're getting more viewers, Todd. We're going in the right direction here, Todd.
Apparently, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we are doing pretty well. I mean, last night we were very somber. Last night, I don't know what was going on, but we were. It wasn't that we were down, but we were just not up. We weren't getting at each other's throat. I mean, we were kind of just going along, being nice to each other. And then tonight we're just getting kind of out of hand really fast, which is pretty cool.
Man, I cannot think tonight, dude. Like
No.
trying to panel these pages. like not paneling, but thumbnail panels not working.
Awesome.
Arrgh. No, it's just because I've probably been up too long. I usually do them first thing in the morning, so
Cool.
I'm just gonna chill.
Chill.
Yep, just gonna chill.
Don't chill too much, man.
Fall asleep? I mean, I don't mind.
As long as you don't fall out of the chat like Todd did. Right?
Fall out of the chat? No.
I mean, like I said, he was up here and then he fell out. Chester fell out tonight. I hope he's okay. You know?
If I'm leaving, everybody's gonna hear it.
Oh, okay.
I'll rip one and then just take off.
Oh,
See ya.
We have a skunk girl. We don't need a skunk man. We love our skunk girls here.
So I'm a little curious. How did you talk your wife into being the model for Skunk Girl? It seems an odd choice for a woman to throw herself into that role.
Well, what happened was I was going to have an Indiegogo called Sariel, the Angel of Death, which is a story that I already have the first issue already printed. I do have copies of the first story. And it was going to be my first Indiegogo. And I talked to Edwin about it. And I was talking to Pixel and, you know, trying to get some traction. It was getting no traction at all. So just on a whim, I made a parody of Squirrel Girl. I made this Skunk Girl and I put it up on YouTube, and that very first video, I think it's up to about 260 something views right now. It was just a portrait of Skunk Girl, you know, just for the fun of it. And people started to email me and text me and Twitter me is like, when is this coming out on Indiegogo? I'm like, you guys are serious? People were actually asking for the one shot. I was like, cool. Maybe this is something I should go look into. So I made more Skunk Girl pinups and stuff, and I got more traction. Then I made the second video, which is up to 400 something views right now. I mean, it's a real fast pace of video. It's only 48 seconds long, and it's fun. It's tongue in cheek. You see two little squirrels playing around, and that's all I'm gonna say. Go look at that squirrel video later on, people. It was fun. It's a fun little video that I made, and that one is just taking off. I mean, everybody likes that video, and I hear people at my work, they keep on playing the video over and over again, and you can tell when people are watching the video. I mean, just the first few seconds of that thing going off, it's got some catchy music. It fits exactly. So right now that video is up to 444 viewers. So it's going great. I love that video. It's funny. It's funny as hell. Yeah. And
Ryan Cardinal, yeah, I saw your drawing, by the way. Pretty good. For Vash. He's following along.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude.
So that very first video, I needed a voice for Skunk Girl, and my wife was available, and she did the voice, and that's history. That's why she became Skunk Girl. So she's not like Skunk Girl, but she is the voice of Skunk Girl.
Oh, good. Because isn't Skunk Girl like sounds like from what I've heard, she's like a redneck, white trash gal, basically.
No, she is high class all the way.
Where am I getting this idea? Maybe somebody's making fun of, making joking around with you or something.
No. Skunk Girl is totally high class. I mean, she wears diamonds and stuff.
Well, that's what was confusing me. Was I was thinking, why would you model your wife after that? So someone is like,
What is that, John?
All right, Hillel, what are you trying to do in that drawing, dude?
oh, right now I'm actually looking for a character reference. This is one of my characters, Mind Maiden, and I can't find the drawing I did of her. But I'm trying to bring her to the foreground, and she's floating there.
Yeah, but what's the other building doing so close?
The one right behind her.
Yeah.
That was just me sketching it there. It's a little too close, you think?
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense because one, there's no other reference that there's an alleyway going by both buildings, right?
Right.
So You need to give something to bring us past the other building to make it look like the two buildings are really close together.
I see.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you just put two random buildings in. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what I did because I was just doodling.
Yeah.
But you're right because I want to make this look decent. Now that I've thrown her in there, I actually want to make it look decent, like a good composition.
I get you. Yeah. So I would actually take her out right now. I wouldn't worry about her yet because you're trying to figure out all the perspective first, and then once you figure out this perspective with the buildings, then you can throw her in there and have it make a little more sense.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. So, are you going to do an alleyway or street, or what are you trying to work out there, bud?
I'm trying to put. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this whole scene out right now.
Is it a cover? Is it a panel?
This is going to be like a little poster that I can give to people.
So, okay, a print. Okay.
Yeah, print basically, and partly it's just me working on trying out some perspective, but also I want it to be something that I can actually use. I always try to use stuff that I've sketched out, to serve greater purposes.
Now, does she fly or anything like that?
So she has mental powers that allow her to lyrics herself, and so she's called Mind Maiden. So she uses her telekinesis to cause things to fly and float and whatnot.
Okay. So, okay, and what were you having her do in the drawing?
In the drawing, I was just having her kind of flying up, like floating, like she's kind of going through the city.
Okay. And do you want to just like kind of static looking, or you want something more dramatic?
Something more dramatic, probably.
Okay. And are you doing 11 by 17, or what size are you going to do?
Yeah, this is 11 by 17.
Okay, zoom out for a second. Yep. Make it bigger though. Bring your whole thing up. Hey Manny, do you mind if we put focus on Hillel for a second?
Sure.
Thanks, dude.
Take away my channel from me.
Sorry, dude.
All right. Well, I'm Twitter. I'm on the Twitter, trying to. I'm going to Twitter Chester's. Hopefully he's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, what I would do then, Hillel, this is my point of view.
Yeah.
Take your 2-point perspective that you got going on, right?
Yeah.
Put 1 point down at the very bottom, like in the middle, not the very bottom of the line, but like the bottom third of the page in the middle.
Like here?
Up a little higher. A little more left. Up a little higher. There you go. So in between those two, up about 2 inches. Yeah, right there. Boom. Okay. And then have your other one be near the top of the page, like the back of the city. So we're going to be going where we see at the top of the building down.
Okay.
She's flying up. So all your lines are going to go down to this point and then aim backwards as like you're at the top of the building. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then put a third line going. You can't see my finger. This is stupid. I'm drawing on the screen with my finger. So, how do I do this? I know. I'll turn on my freaking camera again.
Okay.
Let's do that. Hey, Brad. Let's just.
Hey, Mike liked my tweet. Hey, Mike.
All right, we'll do this. Boom. All right, there we go. Okay, so you got your 11 by 17 piece of paper.
Right.
Boom. We have one vantage point here, like one over here, right?
Sure.
This is your main one. You're gonna have the chick like flying up right here.
Okay.
So let's have the top the building that she's coming across like so. Like big skyscrapers.
Okay.
Stuff like that, you know. Give it some real drama, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can do it like that, and then have her like flying.
So you're doing a 2-point perspective using
Yeah,
it.
but you probably have to do it 3 now that I'm thinking about it. But
Okay.
yeah, but you have the main one down here, and like maybe one up here, then one over here, then one over here. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do is 3. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Something like that. But anyways, yeah, so then you have her in the front flying up in a foreshortened state, so she kind of walking back, maybe one comes out,
Sure.
and then arm up like a Superman type thing or something, real drama there, so it makes it, yeah. You know what I mean?
I got it. Yeah, that's great.
Cool, dude.
Appreciate it.
Sorry, man, if I'm being too nosy tonight.
No, you're not. No, I'm glad you stopped me because it's. I really just kind of fudging around, not entirely sure what I was doing. So it's good. I appreciate it. Okay.
All right, let's go catch up on the chat a little bit. Let's see where we left off because they are talking up a storm tonight. Wow. Oh man, Chad, I'm not going to read that. That's horrible. That's horrible, Chad. We don't do that here. All right. Mighty Geek says the weekend is coming. Yes, be aware that the weekend is coming, and we are going to be doing some marathons. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit my 100th sub on before the weekend comes. Hopefully, I can hit my 100 subs tomorrow on the fan edition. I mean, I'm only 9 away, people. So when that comes up, I will be giving away some beautiful artwork. Your choice. Now, the smart thing is when you guys do win, if you win, you would want me to do Skunk Girl because Skunk Girl is pretty much going to be totally digital. So for me to do a sketch or a drawing of Skunk Girl, it's going to be very rare. So why would you want an Iron Man from Manny when you could have an original Skunk Girl? So think about that, people. Yeah, I'm trying to push Skunk Girl because it's easy for me to do. I don't have to look at references. I know exactly how she looks. T. Cardinal says, that's what happened when the idea of stripper stories entered the realm of possibilities. Ooh. Lee says, sweet Tomb Raider. Thank you, Lee. I will be finishing up coloring her tonight. I will make sure I finish it up. So if it takes me another 5 hours, I'll be here. I might be the only one here, but I'll be here. T. Cardinal said, Lee, how are you doing tonight? Lee says, T. Cardinal, good, thanks. How about you? T. Cardinal says, doing good. I was drawing along with the Drawing Quarter tonight. Super fun. Yes, I tweeted out image to Mike and Edwin. I did the Trigoon, and Mike actually liked it. He liked my tweet. Thank you, Mike.
Hey, you did a good job.
Great.
Well, you guys didn't see what I did. It was pretty horrible.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ryan.
No. I tweeted out a sketch to Mike when they were doing theirs. I said, I'm drawing along with you guys. Yeah.
Cool.
No, I did see that. It was actually a nice little drawing.
That was just a real fast sketch. T. Cardinal says, thank you, the Unbreedable Skunk Girl. Welcome, T. Cardinal, Skunk Girl said. Flair said, one shot, full-blown series, plus deal with AMC, 9 seasons, please. I would love to see Skunk Girl as a cartoon or something. It would be awesome. And the costume was designed to be very simple for anyone to draw. I didn't want to make a too complicated costume, so I get some really great fan art. Chester's back. Oh,
Yeah,
he's healed. Thank God.
Yeah, his voice sounds
We want
better.
stripper stories. We want stripper stories.
Yeah, sorry, I had to jump over and help Gary Shipman real quick.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool. It's just like we're talking, and all of a sudden I look. I'm like, Chester's gone. What do we do to Chester? Chester fell out of the chat.
I didn't want to interrupt you, you know.
Cool. Lee says, nice. I missed that going to watch later. I missed that going to watch later. Huh? Okay. I guess the ninth season of Skunk Girl on AMC. And Chad Middleton, I will not read that. That is disgusting. And I'm going to have to explain that to my wife, and she's going to be pissed at you. Don't do that on my channel. Everybody can go read what Chad said. That's horrible. T. Cardinal said, it's a good one. Risley says, the DNR. Todd said, hit the like button. Or up next in politics. Politics? That's fart humor to politics unless you're hit it. Really? I don't get it. Harry said, oh my God, Chad. See, Harry knew what Chad was talking about. Yeah, oh my God, Chad. Risley, who did they draw? Tonight they drew Trigun. Anime. Yeah.
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Hey, no, okay. So the middle line you put down, just right down to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Leave that as the first corner of the building.
Okay.
And then have all the buildings aimed backwards towards the other two. Don't have the one you're going to draw in front. Yeah.
That's a lot of perspective lines.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
No problem. No problem.
No, don't do that. Don't do that either yet. Do the one building first. Sorry, man. I'm taking over. I shouldn't be.
Okay. Nobody wants to see lines. They want to see a beautiful Lara Croft when I'm talking. It's your own show.
It's tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon. When I won't be here to do it, I'll be working. Thanks,
Sorry,
guys.
brother.
Yeah, no problem.
Mountain time zone, man. You know.
I'll catch you guys on the weekend or something. Hey, I'm off on Monday. Okay. It's a holiday. T Cardinal says, "Oh, thanks, man." T Cardinal says they did up Vash, the Stampede from Trigun. Risley said, "Hell yeah." Winston said, "Hey, hi, Winston. I'm the white trash." Yeah, they were trying to make Kanan White say he's the white supremacist.
Oh yeah, dude, that was
so
wrong.
Hilarious. That was so bad. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, we can laugh at it now. Let's see what happens tomorrow when all the SJWs will take it in the wrong way.
Kanan was laughing. I don't think he's very funny.
Yeah. T. Cardinal says, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Mighty Geeks, Unbreedable Skunk Girl said, Mighty Geek, I will gladly oblige. Ooh, to a drink. Really? Skunk Girl? Wow. Mighty Geek, stay away from my Skunk Girl. Flair said, aside from your own creation, who is your favorite female skunk character? Anyone can answer from a designs perspective. Mine is Sabrina Skunk from Eric W. Swartz, Sabrina online comic. Anybody have a favorite skunk girl?
No.
I didn't know skunk girls existed until you created yours.
Oh, there's a lot of Japanese skunk girls out there.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
I'd
lot.
probably say like, what's her name? Hetspa from Starjammers.
Yeah.
Does she count? Because she's like skunk-like.
Yeah, she's a skunk. She's hot.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite one other than Skunk Girl.
Yeah.
Now, Halal, remember, the wider you make the bottom of that tower, that means the closer you are to the ground, right? So you want to be flying. So you want to just draw the tops of the buildings first.
Oh, I see.
Move them all down to the point.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still looking at lines.
I don't see lines. I see buildings.
Oh, I see nipples on my screen.
What?
What? Huh? Ignition says hijacked. Yes, it got hijacked, Todd. The Unbreedable Skunk Girl says my favorite skunk is Flower from Bambi. That is cute. That's a cool.
There you go.
That's a cool, cute one. I like Pepe. Pepe is my favorite skunk. That's one of the names that my wife calls me. Skunk Girl calls me Pepe, and yes, I am. Todd said, Bambi, more stripper talk. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's bad. Oh, man, yes. That's unfortunate that there is a lot of, yeah. Flair said, Unbreathable Skunk Girl, such a classic choice. Thank you, Flair. Todd said, it's always coming. The weekend. I'm on beer 3. How about you, Chad? Then big gatekeeper came into the chat. Mr. John Dillard gave me a system. I want a photorealistic Megatron. Now, who does he want to do a photorealistic Megatron? Is he throwing that at me, or is he throwing that at Brad or Hillel? Chad said,
I
"Hey."
can do it. It's going to cost him.
Todd said, "Dilly dilly." Chad said, "I lost count." Ooh, Chad is way up there. And Todd said, "Ooh, nice." Joshua said, "Hail John Dillard, champion of some things, not all." Ignition said, "Todd, my favorite skunk girl is Tanks." Ooh, that's it, Todd. I'm not going to read your stuff anymore the rest of the Oh,
Can you feel the burn tonight?
Flair said, Hepzibah totally counts. Love her. Anyone else grow up with Fifi LaFume too? I think you guys are older than me. Yes, I do know Fifi LaFume. Pepe Le Pew, Mighty Geek said. Chad said, I like Makoto from Blaze Blue. She's the hotter anime version of Squirrel Girl. Anybody want to help me on that one?
I don't know it, but
No, I don't.
anime does come up with some pretty
Yeah.
furry girls, so I would have to check it out.
Yeah. So Todd laughing out loud at me telling that I'm going to censor him. Flair said, "You, Mokoto Nanaya, she does have a skunk color swap palette. I have her poster on my wall and her freeing figure. Ooh, you mean? Wow, I need to go check out what that is."
Is it stripper story time?
Yes, it is. If you want to, you cut out John Dillard. John Dillard says, salty John Dillard says, I would chat more, but then Manny claims I'm riding his coattails.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man, you're going to make me laugh so much. Nice one, John. It is. It is stripper time, people. Stripper time with Chester Busby.
It's stripper story time. It's stripper story time.
1, 2, 3.
Well,
$5 on the floor.
I worked in a lot of strip clubs because I was a bouncer, and
Sure.
I've seen a lot of crazy things in strip clubs. Of course, I remember this one place. We'll say it was in the South, and
where usually happens.
Yes, and we were having oil wrestling night.
Oh,
and those were always fun. And they had these two girls who were in there wrestling and stuff, and all the guys are hooting and hollering. And all of a sudden, a fist went into, let's say, a hole.
Oh.
But no, it gets much funnier. Then all of a sudden, the one girl is screaming and hollering, of course, and the other girl immediately starts panicking. She just keeps pulling back and forth, pulling back and forth. The other girl's screaming. She keeps pulling back and forth. I can't get it out. I can't get it out. She's screaming, right? And she's panicking. Everyone's laughing. I go over to her and I say, calm down, calm down, calm down. Are you making a fist? He said, yes. Stop. And out it came.
Alrighty, yeah.
Alrighty, we just X-rated many hours.
Yeah, let's yeah.
There's no aloha here.
That was stripper story time. It was stripper story time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Did you guys hear the slap across my back of my head? Oh,
Hear it? I felt it.
Did you feel it? Oh man. Thanks, Chester.
You're welcome, dude. You are welcome.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, the viewers are going up.
The lower we go, the more viewers we get.
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. That's just what it is. It is what it is.
You have to demonetize this completely.
Oh man, I'm not monetized yet. I don't even think I don't know how many. What am I at? What subscribers that I'm mine now? Jeez, I don't even know how much subscribers I'm at. I got a ways to go. A lot of ways to go. Yeah, I got 9 more to get to 100. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I got a long ways to go.
Got a long ways to go. And a short
Well, you're
time
almost
to get
10% there. You're like 9% there.
Yeah, I'm less than
So-
10%. Yeah,
That's nothing to scoff at.
and like I said, I picked
Now,
up
if
a
anyone in
whole
the chat
bunch.
is not sub to my channel, they should do that right away. Pencil for
Absolutely.
life.
Yes, I mean, please.
I'll type
Well,
it in
in
the
a-
chat for you.
Oh, thank you. People in the chat, I mean,
There you
please
go.
subscribe to all the people that you see on this panel today. I mean, go to their sites. The new guys, I haven't put in the links on the bottom, but I do have everybody else's link in there. I have John Dillard, myself, Tank, Chester's. Just go down and click on their channel. I got the links down below. And please subscribe. Please hit the like button. I mean, we're here every night. We're here performing for you and having fun and trying to teach you guys some stuff. I mean, ask us what you guys want to see. I mean, seriously, we are here to help you guys out. As you see, we had some tutorial tonight. Hell L and Bill. I mean, Brad was awesome. You know.
Big help. Actually, you know, it's nice to be able to ask some of these questions. Like everybody has their area of weaknesses, and I'm trying to work on mine, and I'm sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure John Dillard would say he has no weakness.
Don't show
I
it.
say
Yeah.
slave Leia. Slave Leia.
Oh,
Manly faces. Da-dun-da-da.
I'm not saying anything. I don't have to. I need to color that one day. My slave Leia came out decent. We had our own drawn and quartered one night on a Saturday night. We just had fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
My slave Leia was the worst.
Yours really sucked until a couple of days later. You had the best damn drawing of the night. So don't sell yourself short.
Well,
I mean-
you see, the problem is that it looked nothing like Slave Leia, no matter how much work I
No.
put into it.
Well,
Chad, whatever, dude.
what is he saying? Man,
And
I
then-
leave,
Whatever, man.
I leave the chat alone for 5 seconds and they go crazy. What's up, Chester?
Is it time for another stripper story?
Oh,
Sure.
sure, yeah.
Tell another stripper story, then we'll get to the chat. Then
Okay,
It's stripper story time. It's stripper story
You know what? We should
time.
make an intro
it's
for it.
stripper story. Oh man.
For those of you old enough to remember Howdy Doody, I have just destroyed your childhood.
Well, I was working at a strip club, and it was, let's say, a place called New Orleans. And I'm working down in there, and they were having Ride the Rodeo Bull Naked contest.
Oh, okay. I like this already.
The winner was going to shave the loser. So the girls got
Okay.
up, and they were riding the bull, and of course, one girl wins. And she takes those electric razors, and she starts going at the girl's hair. And she's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm cutting your hair." Wrong hair.
Oh. It's stripper story time. It's stripper
Stripper
story.
story time.
We got limited to 2 weeks to
Story
run
time.
out of stories. So,
Oh man.
man, we might need an intro for that. That'd be good.
Yes, we
A
do.
little saxophone, a little animation thing. And maybe Kronos can hook us up with something like that real quick. Like a 30-second intro or a 10-second intro. Yeah.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
It's Chester's stripper story time.
Okay, so let's get back to the chat. Let's go catch up on that. Okay, Todd said John Diller laugh out loud about the John riding my coattails. Eagle laughed out loud. Ignition said we need music. All right. Flair is talking about all his little toys that he's playing with his skunk girls. That's cool. Flair, awesome. Todd said Chester was a bouncer because he's shredded like Triple H. Ooh. Yes,
shredded or shredded cheese?
No, he is shredded. He needs to show you his. Get that picture out, Chester. We want to see that again.
Right, I'll do it.
Oh, back in the day?
No, man. It's now. He's awesome. You got to see.
Where's that?
He is ripped.
Yeah, there's that one. Where's that?
Yeah. Okay. Flair said, Chad, do you play both Blue Blaze and Guilty Gear? Don't know. Todd has a lot of arrows pointing down. Don't know what that means unless he's being Triple H and doing the X, Chad said, yeah, I played the older version of Flair. Cool. Mighty Geek says, note to everyone, never 10 bar for bachelorette parties. Hell no, that was the best parties. Flair said, GG Rev 2 is on sale on stream this week. Okay, cool. Don't know what that is. Todd said 91. Anybody understand what 91 means?
That's how many subscribers.
You can white box me now. You can white box me, man.
Okay. Oh yes. We need to see this.
Get over there.
Yeah. Get your pictures out. Get your cameras out, people. It's gonna be awesome.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
I like how you could just, man
bobs.
Yeah,
I love the man bobs. Ooh. Dude. You know what we need to do, Chester? We need to animate this. We seriously need to animate this.
That would be funny, dude.
Where you flex one peck at a time.
Yeah, and then have it done to the Deliverance team. Dun, 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 dun. That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh!
And then you put it on YouTube, and you get a million hits. Something stupid like that. Pencil for Life said Pencil for Life. Awesome. Nice one,
that was when I was putting my YouTube handle in.
Yeah, cool. Todd said, everyone here subscribe to my channel so I can pass Manny. Cool. And then he puts his own channel in there. Ignition, you better put my channel on there too. Well, don't put my channel. Everybody's already here. Put Tank's channel up there. Put Tank
for story time.
It's for story time. Oh. Flair said, one Manny to surpass them all. Cool. I have a huge giveaway show at 150 coming up, said Todd. Chad said, I subbed to Brad and learned about his fart fetish. Ooh.
Sounds like no way, dude. I would never put it on there.
Yeah, Flair really wants us to go look at Lolo Ray. Okay, somebody can go look at Lolo Ray, see what it's all about. Todd said he's going to give away a contest Batman piece and my first published work. Cool. That's awesome. And then he showed for, I don't know if it's mine or his. I don't know which channel that is. Mighty Geek says, the reason I say this is because you will discover some interesting things stuffed in your pocket. Okay. T Cardinal says, sounds like I got back just in time. Yes, you did, T Cardinal. Stripper story time is coming up soon. Again. Everyone subscribe to my channel so I can pass Manny. I'm going to take away his wrench already. Joshua Hughes, can you guys believe that Mike and John Malin tied for first? I think Mike adopted Malin's militia. Vote twice, vote often. Cool. Chad said, Manny takes full responsibility for all things said on stream and chat. No, I do not. Todd said 91 subs. Thank you, Todd. Hopefully to go over 100 tomorrow. please, people. Joshua said, looking real jacked there,
There
Chester.
we go.
Real jacked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss Booker T too. I used to love the Spinneroonie.
Yes, sir.
Five-time champion. Awesome. I used to watch so much of that stuff. Did I ever tell you guys I was in the ring with the Iron Sheik? But that's a story for another time. All right. True story. Mighty Geek Studios, every year at the end of the wedding season, I end up with big boxes of panties that some drunk bachelorette and her friends stuff in my pockets and tip jar. Well, maybe they stuff it in some other place would be awesome. Now that's a good tip. All right. And we are caught up. So anybody have a stripper story? Go for it.
Hold on, I'm making an intro right now for us.
Oh, you're making an intro?
Yeah,
Awesome.
give me a sec.
Give you a sec. Alrighty.
Well, maybe a few seconds, but
Those pesky videos take forever to make.
color music.
Ooh,
Some music.
It's got some music too.
It's a free intro maker I found online. So I added a photo real quick and stuff like that. So now that one's too heavy. Hold on.
Too heavy.
The music.
Oh. Yeah, that's what's hard when you animate a video and you gotta go look for music that actually fits it.
Oh, they have a bunch of free ones on here. I'm just picking.
Oh yeah,
something
but to find the one that matches your video, you know, I got lucky on my Skunk Girl video. I found the perfect upbeat carnival kind of music.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it.
I found the music. Alright,
Don't
preview.
tell me it's the stripper song.
No,
It's not the burlesque stripper songs.
I don't say so.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Hold on, it's putting it all together. It says preparing your media. So we shall see. It
So
might be just worth the $2 to buy it. So
cool.
if it
So-
is, I'll buy it and just give you the file. Then whenever there's a story on, you just screen share it and play it.
Oh my goodness. So Chester, are we doing Vash tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess we are.
Oh
I'm
my!
so glad I'm not doing it
Can,
tomorrow.
can we make a straw poll for all the people that they picked, and then have the audience pick from that list?
I was hoping Sailor Moon was going to be picked.
I wanted to see Sailor Moon so
Because
bad.
I wanted them to
Oh.
suffer so bad.
Exactly. You know how bad people are gonna draw Sailor Moon. I would really love to see that.
Well, that would have to be Pixel's choice, but as far as I know, he pretty much wants us to mirror what they're doing.
Okay. Darn
Yeah.
it.
Alright, so let's see here.
Okay, Friday night
There
we're
are
doing
ways-
Sailor Moon on my station. Whoever's an artist comes on my station, we are gonna do Drawn and Quartered Sailor Moon edition, and that's what the title's gonna be for my station, my channel. You down for that, Tank?
I want to publish it there. I don't want to publish it there.
Tank's
wanna
out with his
download
Yes, I am. I didn't know I was muted.
Okay, Sailor Moon Friday night, my channel, no matter what. And you guys are all invited to jump in and do a Sailor Moon on Friday night. I'll send you guys a link.
Where? Hey Manny, you want
Yes.
to text me your email address real quick?
My
Or
email
DM
address.
me? Yeah.
Sure. You can't put it on your side?
I don't know if I get the audio come through.
I don't know how to do audio either.
Oh.
Maybe send it to Chester. Maybe Chester knows how to do the audio.
I can do audio stuff.
Yeah, send it to Chester because I'm a
Alright.
noob. I'm a newbie at this
Chester,
thing. I don't
just
know.
DM me your email address. I'll send it to you real quick.
Okay. We on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, just tweet it to him. I mean, DM him on Twitter.
Trying to see here. Well, let me see. Oh, there you are. Excellent. I just said hello.
There we go. Boom. Yeah, give me your email address.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, don't do it, Chester. It's a trap. It's a
Not
trap.
a trap.
It's a trap.
Hello? Is it me you're looking
Oh my
for?
gosh! I thought a woman walked in. I was like, "Whoa, who's new in the chat?" Here we go. Let's see here. Compose.
It's a trap.
Gesture. Stripper story time.
Oh. Please preview it first, Chester. We don't know what
dude,
he's
it's not bad, dude. Trust me. I know the rules.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Preview it first.
Where is it at?
Hopefully it's appropriate.
It'll be fine.
We're losing viewers as we speak.
Hold on. There it is.
I'm serious. We are.
Open.
Oh man.
They're like,
It's
there's
on
not
its
gonna be
way.
any stripper story time. We're out of here.
Oh man.
We want our money back.
Want our money back.
Money back, it's free.
Nothing in life is free. Why are you not working?
Life for free.
Yeah. That came to mind too.
There you go. It's 15 seconds. It's not bad.
Okay. Okay, that'll do. I'll do it. Hold on a second.
We need something better than that. That was a.
No. It's perfect, actually. Hold on a second.
Trust me, man. Trust me.
Trust you?
It's only late in the middle of the night.
Oh my goodness.
I swear sleep deprivation played no part in this.
Or the caffeine that I was consuming. Yes.
I have not been to one of those strip joints in many years. I don't know what they play anymore.
Like, we can hear it through your mic.
Yeah, no, I just got to set it up.
Oh, okay. So you're using like a soundboard?
Yeah. Just give me one
gotcha.
second.
Yeah. I don't have that equipment to do that, so. Like, if I was doing OBS Studio, I could. But, yeah. Like when I was running Twitch. Well, I used to do Twitch back in the day.
How was Twitch?
Sucked for creative, man, unless you're like a cute girl with perky boobs and can't draw. I mean, yeah.
Or
not
if
when
you're
not when you're an old fat guy with saggy man boobs. You know,
ooh,
it just doesn't work.
Man bobs. We like man bobs here.
Man bobs.
Yes, we're waiting for Rick to show us his man bobs.
Yeah, it doesn't matter your talent at that point. I mean, I got the most I ever got was like 50, you know, but that was only because like one guy saw me one time and he never came back. So, yeah. And he hosted my stream. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Run!
So white box me.
I will white box you. Ah man, racist again. White boxing.
Keenan white boxing.
Keenan white.
Keenan white boxing.
What? Man bobs.
So
I like
up in the north, on the East Coast, and a small place, kind of a grungy place, and we had this girl get up on stage, and she decided she wanted to be artistic, so she brought a bunch of branches with leaves on them, and she was acting like she was Eve, and she was dancing and rubbing the branches and trying to be seductive. And then an hour later, she was supposed to be another set, and then she was late, so I went back to go check out where she was. So I go over and she is just covered in rash head to toe. So I looked at the news, and of course it was poison oak, and I was like,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Here's your sign.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
Let's just
That-
choose any old branch.
that's a great story. Oh man.
The music, that video, little intro you did was funny, but I like the stripper story time better though.
Stripper story time. Stripper story time.
I'll do better. I'll search for another one.
Now we should do like a video together where we all are singing this stripper story time together.
Yep.
And put that over the little intro.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can do that too. We can do it without music, and there might be some other ones too.
Yeah, easy. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. All right, guys. Well, I got to go get in the shower and go to work, so I gotta head out.
I'll see you
All
All
tomorrow.
right, have a good one.
Hey guys.
Thanks, Chester.
Hey, later, guys. I do hope you enjoyed my stripper stories.
Oh yes,
They were good. Yeah.
yes. It will continue again another day.
All right. Sweet.
Cool.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
Oh
We need to
man.
find an intro that has something that conveys moisture.
What? Moisture.
Yeah,
Oh,
stripper story.
man.
Need
I
more.
mean, when he starts saying that a girl was putting leaves all over
Oh,
her body,
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh, poison ivy, poison oak. What?
It's
This
so-
is not
one of
going-
those two.
Yeah, this is not going to be a good ending to the story. Oh man, that is hilarious. Oh. Another thing that Manny has no clue because he's never come across poison oak or poison ivy.
Well, you don't have it out there, I don't think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen pictures of it. I've seen the horror stories, but I have never had to deal with that. Lucky me.
Mm.
And
I love
never.
to. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just about to say, and I never had to worry about snakes. Yay!
What,
Right?
don't you have snakes out there?
No snakes.
Nope.
Really?
No.
Damn.
Yes.
What about spiders?
We do have some deadly spiders. Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah. And we
I
do
like
have.
to know snakes.
Yeah.
I got rattlesnakes out here.
Ooh, no, thank you. I'm good.
Garter snakes are not a problem. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, we went hiking.
Rattlesnakes.
Yeah, we went hiking in Colorado, and we came across a little garter snake. So one of the boys was freaking out. It was so small, so tiny, so cute.
Yeah, they're nothing. Yeah.
But we didn't know what kind of snake it was. We just took
Yeah.
a picture of it, and then we went to some reptiles zoo, and then we asked them what is that, and then the person said, "Oh, that's just a garter snake. That's nothing."
Yeah.
Cool.
Very common, run the mill. Yeah. They like moist areas, like I got them in my backyard because we water the backyard and stuff a lot. It's nice and shady. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, what I get centipedes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And I've woken up to centipedes in my blanket. Yeah.
I
Nope.
did that with a black
Nope.
widow.
What?
I was in
What
high
tank?
school. I was in high school studying, and I was reading my social studies book, trying not to fall asleep. And it was near summertime, so it's really hot out here. And we're in the desert, so it gets pretty hot. And I feel something. I just thought, something was scratchy on my leg, but I just ignored it. But then I realized it was crawling up my leg. I'm like, oh. And I look back. This huge ass, black ass widow. I mean, on my leg. I'm like,
Nope.
oh crap. So the only thing I had was my social studies book. So I hit it with the book across the room. It lands and it comes charging at me. So I just take my social studies book and slam it pages down onto the black widow. And then my teacher asked, so did you ever get your homework done? And I opened up to the page with the smushed black widow on the page. I'm like, no, I didn't finish. But it was scary. I was like, were you coming after me after he hit you with the book? It was like coming straight at me. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So I guess Tank does not do spiders or snakes or centipedes.
Yeah, I don't
I,
like
I,
any
I
of
like snakes. I don't have too much of a problem with spiders unless they give nasty bites, and then that's a death penalty for even looking at me crossways.
Uh huh.
Centipedes, no, because I don't know which ones are the poisonous ones, so I just don't touch them.
them.
You know what my dad used to do? My father did this. He took the centipede, he took out the fangs, and he used to throw them into people's shirts.
Oh, no, that's it's messed up, but you know what? That's fine because it's those two front legs, man. Those two front poison-tipped, mandible-looking
Yeah.
alien, not from this earth. It needs to be burnt with lots of fire legs.
Yeah, I've been bitten by them so many times. It's like whatever's. Yeah, I mean, I walk. I mean, one time I grabbed a whole bunch of uh, branches and leaves, and yeah, bit right on the finger. Yeah, that was cool. And then I was mowing the yard one day and stepped on one and got bit. Yeah, that was cool. I walked outside my house right into my patio and got bit. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
you
a.
sound like me and Black Widows, man. I have been bit so many times by those little SOBs.
Yeah, and then
I sat down on one once,
Yeah, and
and it took out a final revenge.
yeah, and I'm serious. I've woken up to centipedes in my bed many a times. Ugh.
Nope.
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 Nope. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh man, I haven't seen those things forever, dude.
Centipedes?
No, the little things he was mimicking.
Yep.
Blue,
No
yeah.
aliens.
Yeah, yeah.
Radio. Meow. Nope. 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 Nope.
Hey, who let Brandon into the chat? Damn it! Oh man. Yeah, what happened to
So
Brandon?
I've got the little title done so far. I'm gonna go back and clean it up a little more, but at least it's all blacked in.
Ooh,
It's good to be the king, or correction, apex predator.
Apex Predator. And what is your title of your beautiful creation there? What is
This
her
is-
name?
This is Scalpel Zero, prototype cyberdroid, most lethal thing on two legs on planet Earth.
Cool. And I heard she's going to be in 2 comic books, not just 1.
That's correct. She will be in Tales from Beyond the Gate in Simon Says, a hive mind horror story.
Cool.
And she will also be in her self-titled debut, the prologue to 2065 Retribution, Scalpel Zero.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, Skunk Girl will appear in Tales from Beyond the Gate as a little cameo. Scalpel Zero, actually. Scalpel Zero is going to be in 2 books then.
Yeah, she's a toy. She's a toy line in your universe, isn't it?
In my universe, she's a toy with Skunk Girl is a toy also. Yeah.
Oh, and Skunk Girl is going to be in Scalpel Zero. I finally came up with it. Skunk Girl is a line of perfumes. Their tagline is "Stink Pretty."
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Same name, kind of same, kind of the same background, keeping with the whole multiverse thing.
Mhm.
Only in this universe, she became a perfume chemist instead of a villain, and all crazy. She was more adjusted.
Seriously, you've been reading my damn notes?
No,
I think you have. Damn it, you gave it away. You gave it away.
well, you already explained on air that,
I know.
she's a chemist,
Yeah, she is. She is.
and that she's maladjusted and somewhat.
She's crazy.
Hey, I was being polite. I don't want to become a target.
No, she's cool. She's interesting. Boys, Skunker is telling me I'm falling behind on the chat.
I heard that one.
You heard that one? Oh, it's like kind of hard here, honey. I'm trying to color and read at the same time. How far back am I? Not that far. Or Friday, I mean, yeah. Tanking those dang monkeys. I guess they don't like strippers. Haha, someone disliked the video. I guess they don't like strippers. Really? Cool.
Someone just liked the video. What?
Yeah, what?
Whoa.
Okay, we read that one. Tank's channel. Okay, Todd's doing a good job. He put Tank's channel there. Flair said, "Don't put so much emphasis on the subs. My alt YouTube has 925 subs. It's just a number. Make it go. Making content you enjoy. Yes, that's what we are doing. The only reason I want to get to 100 subs so I can change the URL. That's it. And then whatever comes after that comes after it. I just want to change the URL. I mean, it would be cool when you see Good Dog Press." Chester said, "Chester, did you Streamlabs update recently?" T Cardinal says, "Can I join in tomorrow?" T Cardinal, we'll see. If you're talking about the drawn in quarter, that's something with Chester and Pixon. I'm pretty sure it's all filled up tomorrow already. That one was filled up, I think, last week already.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, last week it was all filled up.
They're thinking about doing 2 shows now because there's so many people who want to do it.
Wow. That's going to water down the show. I think one is good enough. I mean, this week having 2 shows is kind of tough. I mean, there was a reason to have 2 shows this week. I think one is perfect. You know, keep the viewership up. Okay, Mighty Geek Studio says, okay. Flair says, Trigun was a wonderful series. Too bad the Xbox game, Planet Gunsmoke, never came out. Then T Cardinal says, or Friday, I mean. So I guess maybe he wants to come on this stream. Sure, show us what you can do. And we'll see about that. Tank and those dang monkeys, said Todd. Mighty Geek, most are hoping that you forgot the rules. What rules, Mighty Geek? Flair said, new YT series, Gatekeepers, YouTube series. Gatekeepers hit the gym. Proper lifting techniques with Bill and John. Bill and John?
Ooh.
You're going to go...
Guys, I found something.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll let you finish.
Where are we at? We're at let me just finish. I don't think we have too much more to go.
No.
Okay. Ignition. Okay, Chad. I have gained a sub. Cool. He's interviewing Mike Barron Tuesday. Cool. So go check it out. Sub to his station. Mighty Geeks said he sent the cover to Journeyman, and T Cardinal says that's probably the safest stripper with a rash story I have to have happened. Flair said by Chester. Cardinal says by Chester. Mighty Geek says you won't find snakes on a volcanic island. Well, there is snakes here. They're at the zoo, so I can't say there's no snakes here. And unfortunately, some stupid people do bring in snakes. Yeah, dumbasses. We don't need snakes here. Eagle 43 says rattlesnakes are fun. No, they're not. Unbreathable Skunk Girl says spiders, geckos, roaches, scorpions, rats, and mongoose. And Kalihi wallabies. Yeah. That's what we got here, people. We do have wallabies, believe it or not. You guys do know what wallabies are, right? No comment.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Baby?
No, they are
Yep.
kangaroos.
I was listening to a rap song.
Oh, thanks a lot. Kick them. Kick them.
No, don't.
Kick them. Kick them.
It's perfect for our stripper intro.
Dilly
It's
Dilly
work
said,
related, I swear.
Dilly Dilly said, I went and caught a rattlesnake to eat it because I wanted to be like Bob in La Bamba. It was actually really delicious. There was a guy, Bob in La Bamba, that ate a rattlesnake. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. Mighty Geek says, Skunk Girl, I sent you a copy of the cover for Journeyman on Twitter. Ooh, he's trying to go behind my back to get me to see that. That is funny.
Cool.
Sounds like that person is gaming the system.
Yeah, he's gaming the system. guys want to talk with Skunk Girl on Twitter, she is Comic Book Mom. Okay,
All right. So
that is
I
her
went to
handle.
Fiverr, right? Because you can get
Okay.
anything for like $5. This
Okay.
guy will make a rap video as Elmo with whatever's content he wants. Up to 60 seconds for $5. He does his own lyrics. We can just tell him to keep it clean, whatever, but it has to say stripper story time.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it has a little Elmo doll there singing the
Oh.
words and an animated background for $5.
We're going to get sued by Disney for that. You know
Well,
that
you're-
shit. Disney's going to come after our channels. You don't screw with the mouse, man. The mouse is evil, man. Don't do it. Damn, I'm afraid of the mouse.
Oh my gosh.
That mouse will hunt you down.
Free 24-hour delivery. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm tempted just to click on it.
Just to have it for your personal collection.
Oh, for us at night. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Stripper story time.
Hey everybody, it's stripper story time.
Exactly.
Hey Tank. Oh
Oh
man.
boy, it's Elmo! Hi everybody! It's Stripper Story Time!
Oh,
See, that's
my
perfect.
God. See, we don't gotta pay $5. We got it right here.
But we get the animation with it too. That's a sync to it.
Boy.
Because he has a puppet.
We are losing people by the minute. Oh man, that's too much. That is too much, people.
If we go all the way up to $15, we'll do a full 2-minute rap video with hooks and chorus and everything.
Jeez. My goodness.
He also offers a 100% money back guarantee.
Hey, Tank, this is serious. Do you have a camera? You can tape your own self doing it. Just go for it.
We lost the sub too. What?
What? I did.
You did? Oh man.
Cool. Whatever's wasn't meant to be. If that's really
No
what happened.
appreciation for stripper story time.
I guess we're a family channel that went to hell. That's all it
Oh.
was. Yeah.
Well, it's 1 a.m. I mean, you only can start stripper story.
Yeah,
after
I did
12:30.
I did lose a sub.
All right, I guess we'll
Yeah,
stop
so let's stop that crap. Yeah.
until your email shows up with a video.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be somebody that just wanted to sub for tonight and whatever, so it don't matter. Sorry if we hurt your
It's
feelings.
probably Todd, so he can get one up on you.
Could be. Or John or whatever's. Tank.
John's
Tank,
the one
you
that did the
bastard. It was Tank.
It wasn't me. I've been too busy.
downvote. Here, I'll give you my subscribe. There you go. Boom.
Oh, cool.
You
You
know,
never
back-
subscribed to me yet? What the
Oh.
F? Get the hell off my
Actually, you
staff.
know what? I was. I wonder if I hit it by mistake. Because when I was flipping back and forth between the screens.
Oh, that's funny if that was you.
That is hilarious.
Oh no, the sub was John right there.
Of course it was.
Oh, boy. That's horrible. Well, I doubt if it was John, but whatever's. Whoever it was, whatever's.
Yeah, you're back to 91. That's all that matters.
Cool.
Welcome to the Great Skull Strip Club. Nice.
Oh, man. New subscriber, so obviously it wasn't you that unsubbed. That's pretty sad. Whoever unsubbed. We hurt their feelings.
Oh,
Oh, maybe it was a young viewer that just couldn't handle it. That's fine. No.
it's all good.
Oh yeah. And it's not like it's the first time I lost a sub. I've lost 3 subs.
Oh,
So
I've
I don't
lost a
know.
bunch.
It's like I don't know what the hell I did to make 3 people. I mean, I looked at the analytics like, oh, cool. I was like, oh, I lost 3. Wow. But it doesn't tell you when you lost it. It doesn't tell you who you lost it to. So
No, it only tells you who you gained, which is kind of annoying. I
yeah.
want to know who left, so I can message them and go, "Why? What did I do?"
No, I just want to know what
Yeah,
did
yeah.
I do so wrong. It's like you unsubbed the unknown person. Okay.
There you go.
It's not like all the big people are watching me. People, we're still building this. You know.
Hmm.
It's like whatever's. You know.
Well, and by the time you're big, when one person unsubs, it's
Yeah,
just like,
whatever.
okay, whatever.
All right, see, dude. Later.
Yeah.
It only matters for like the first 12 people.
And
You can remember who those are.
yeah, it only matters until I get over 100 subs. Oh, yeah, I'll get over 100 subs and then I'll get unsubbed. It's like, oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, as soon as you get there.
I was gonna make it like, oh, I'll give away something to the 100 sub, but then nobody would sub. They'll be all waiting for that 100 person to jump
That's right.
in. Yeah, so there's no way I would do that. It's like, no, not gonna give that away.
Oh well, what is this? Oh, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. No, it's not.
Not where you are.
It's not where I am.
What time is it over there?
It's not
10.
where Hell L is. Hell L is
10,
only,
right?
yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10
yeah.
o'clock for both of us, me and Hell L.
Yeah, 10 a.m. over here.
Dang, man.
At 10 p.m. for you guys, or for Manny.
So, what part of Hawaii are you guys in?
For me, I'm on Oahu.
Oahu? That's a small island, right?
Well, it's
The
not
main one.
Yeah, it's the main population island.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the smallest island. It's not the biggest island, but it has the most
Yeah,
population.
the biggest one's Hawaii. Yeah.
Yes, it's the big island.
Mhm. That's cool. What
Yes.
what island is Edwin on?
He's on the same island.
Oh,
We're-
okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna dox where he lives.
Yeah, I get you.
That's
That's
for
fine.
sure.
I
I
just
just know. I mean, I know where he lives.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly where he lives, but I know what district he lives,
Hmm.
and he knows what district I live in too. So he
Yeah.
made a joke when he
So-
found out.
Okay, I'm kind of curious about the cost of living over there, right? So, how much is a 2-bedroom apartment?
Forget about it.
Really? Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's crazy?
Oh, I don't know how much thousands of dollars per month. it
Really?
is.
Wow.
Really? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It's crazy. It is
Okay.
crazy. Yeah.
That's
so,
probably not a lot of space either.
no, and that's why there's a lot of families that live with families.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's multiple generations in one house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much the only way you can live here.
Yeah, that's what it was when I was in Hong Kong. It was the
Yeah.
same way. So that's the only way you can get through anything over there.
Yeah.
Because Hong Kong, like if you're buying property, it's $11,000 a square foot.
Yeah.
A square foot.
That's crazy.
That is messed up. Most expensive property in the world. So
Yeah.
insane. Like,
So-
are you living in a house? Do you got a house, or what's your situation?
Hmm. I'm okay.
All right.
I'm
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
I've never been to
personal,
Hawaii.
yeah.
I don't know you know, what kind of, like, if you have to, like, how would you even go about property shopping? Like, what's the salaries over there for people?
The way it is, most people when they buy their house, they know that they're never going to be able to pay off their mortgage, so they just pass it on to their kids, and the kids get the house, and they have to go keep on with the mortgage. I mean, that's the only way you got to look at it. There's no way you're going to be able to pay off your house. I mean, it's just a lifelong thing that you just pass down to the next
Yeah, yeah.
generation. That's the way I look at that. That's just how most people do it.
What if you moved to one of the other islands? You know, like the Big Island.
The Big Island is, I would say, one of the cheaper islands.
Hmm.
But saying that it's cheaper doesn't mean that it's cheap.
Yeah, because you got volcanoes there. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
I mean
I
it's
mean,
it's
you could
it's
lose everything. Yeah, I
yeah.
get
I
it.
mean it is cheaper, but not that much cheap. I mean it's
Hmm.
yeah, it's cheaper. That's all I'm gonna say. It's cheaper, but by
Uh,
your guys' standards, it's expensive. But
yeah.
I mean, my wife took me to Michigan, where she's
Hmm.
from, and she took me to the expensive district. So we're looking at these beautiful mansions, and she
Hmm.
goes, "Yeah, these are expensive houses." I'm like, "Oh, how much do they cost?" And we're talking about a huge house with a barn and 20 acres and a pond in the
Like
backyard.
500,000. Yeah.
Not even that.
I
Not
know.
even that. It was less than 300,000. I'm like,
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell you're gonna get something for 300,000 here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not that big. You know, we're talking millions down here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, it was a little culture shock for me. I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, I'm like, serious? And it was beautiful houses. Like, oh my goodness, I'd love to live
Okay.
in this kind of place. Yeah.
How much is like a gallon of milk?
Gallon of milk about $5.
$5. Okay, that's
Yeah,
reasonable for a big city.
five something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tank of gas or gallon of gas.
Oh, jeez. I just put in gas. I have to put premium, $4 a gallon.
Oh, that's not bad actually.
Yay!
$4.
Yay!
Yeah.
$4 a gallon. Yay!
That's not too terribly bad.
That really isn't too terrible. So,
Yeah.
you have a refinery there at the island? Is that why?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
they
that's
bring,
probably
bring
why.
they bring the crude in and they refine it, frying it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we got a refinery here up in Utah, not too far from where I live. So we're pretty cheap right now though. Like we're hitting 2.69 a gallon right now.
Yeah, 269 versus $4. Come on.
Yeah. But considering where you're at though, you're in the middle of the ocean. You know, I
Right,
mean,
right.
it's really not that bad. Like
Yeah.
overseas, like they pay much more for gas than we do. So
That's true.
even than you, yeah, because like they'll pay $4 a liter,
Yeah, it's crazy.
so it's like $12 a gallon almost, or 16. Yeah, some areas.
That's crazy.
The only place where it's super cheap is the Middle East, so, like under $1 a gallon.
So how much you pay for gas, Hillel?
I don't pay for gas because I don't have a car. I take the bus everywhere.
Oh, okay.
But how much is the gas there?
I don't know because I don't pay attention to it. But it's not cheap because we're in Israel and the people who sell the gas don't like us very much.
Oh, you're in
Mm.
Israel?
Yeah,
He is.
Oh, okay. All right.
but I'll tell you that car prices over here, a car you can get in the States over here, it's going to cost about 3 times as much.
Yeah.
So
You know where it's insane is Singapore. So they have this stupid, ridiculous tax on cars. So nobody has cars. Like a taxi driver has to pay $500,000 for like a Toyota Corolla.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, and he has to make money on it just so he can maintain it.
Hey.
They have a strict import tax over there on automobiles.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I got a crazy question. What color is Laura Croft's eyes?
Pixel.
depends on who's playing her.
Yeah.
No, the game. The game.
I want to say blue, but I'm not. That's just generic. So
Anybody in the chat knows what color Laura Croft's eyes are?
Google. What's her name? Angelina Jolie.
Well, I got a picture, but I don't know if this is the
I
right
think they're
picture.
brown, right?
Is this the color brown?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Oh, she got pink lips. Okay. I gave her red lips.
Yeah. It's all good.
It's all good. Ooh, you guys get a nice boob shot. Bob's.
Bobs.
Bob's.
Oh.
Manny is not afraid to draw the bobs.
No. So Israel. So, in Israel, what's it cost for like a gallon of milk?
Let's see here. I can go to the store and get. We don't do them by gallons. We have plastic bags full of milk,
What?
and then we sell them.
Okay.
Yeah. It's for space. There's not as much space over here,
Okay.
so they're not going to buy. They're not going to sell like the big stuff. So you can also get like by a quart.
Okay. How much is 2 quarts?
I would say probably about 8 to 10 shekels, which is about $3 to $4.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's expensive. Yeah, I forget Israel is just a little strip of land, like what, 7 miles wide, right?
It's about the size of New Jersey.
Wow, crazy.
Wow, small.
It's pretty small.
Are you from Israel then?
No, I came from Texas.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I lived in the Dallas community, the Jewish community in Dallas, and we made Aliyah. We moved to Israel 3 years ago.
Okay. So are you? Why did you move out there then?
Why we moved to Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly a religious reason. I mean, we
Okay.
read in our prayer books every morning about the land that God gave us and the promise of returning to the land of Israel.
Okay.
The big promise in the Jewish scriptures that God will bring us back from all over the world and bring us back to the land. And
Yeah.
so we said, well, what are we doing here? You know, and so we made Aliyah over.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
Props, dude. Yeah.
Thank you. We love it. It's fantastic over here.
Cool, dude. Yeah, if I was to go anywhere in the Middle East area, it'd definitely be Israel, for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, I remember one time I took it about almost 20 years ago when we could still go to Egypt without being murdered.
Yeah.
Egypt, and I was coming back, and on the way back, there was a guy on the bus, and he was like going, you know, is Israel really dirty, like Cairo? Is Jerusalem like really dirty? I'm like, dirty? No, what are you talking about? Jerusalem is like beautiful. He said, really? Because he'd come to he was on this tour, and he came by way of Egypt, and he was going to Jerusalem next.
Okay.
And his impression of the entire Middle East was Cairo, which is a really dirty city.
Yeah.
And I mean, really bad. I mean, I don't know if it's any dirtier than any kind of like downtown urban area, but it's pretty dirty. But when you get off but I remember when we got to Jerusalem and we got off near the old city, he got off the bus and he goes, "Oh my gosh, this is so clean." And it is. It's really beautiful. There are certain areas in Israel that are really beautiful. Tel Aviv is a big city, so they've got a lot of construction going on. But
Oh yeah, totally.
where I live up north near Haifa, and we live next to the Mediterranean. I can walk to the Mediterranean in about 15 minutes from my house,
That's cool.
and so it's very nice here as well.
Cool, dude. And did you have a hard time finding work over there? Moving over?
Well, actually, my wife got a job over here, and then we just decided that I would dedicate my time to
The kids?
trying to make it as a comic book artist.
Oh, okay. All right, cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm Mormon, and so we have a lot of respect for the Jews for sure. So.
Yeah, I know. It's all the Mormons I've met have been very positive about them.
Yeah, they still do tours out there too for the sites from here and stuff like that. So they used to have like a BYU Jerusalem Center over there.
Mhm.
So because our religion also stems from over in that area too. So we have a lot of common things in the background, and so we have our guys who go over and study and stuff over there. So, but I think they closed it down when the terror stuff was increasing, the missiles and everything. So,
Yeah, that's decreased a lot. I mean, ever since we walled off Gaza, a lot of the terrorist stuff has helped. I mean, it's decreased. We've got now Hamas is getting more and more like creative in their attacks. But I won't go to this. This is not a politics show. It's not an Israel politics show, so I don't want to go into all that. But the terrorism issue is it gets very strong at times and very.
what was I saw? something not too long ago. One of the methods they're using now, those balloons they send over, is
Yeah, they're
filled with
using,
fuel to
Yeah.
burn the
And-
crops.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, and also kids' toys. They're-
Kids' toys, really?
Yeah, they're
Man.
putting kids' toys and making them into bombs, and they're kind of ballooning them over or putting them out, stuff like that.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's happening in the South, more in the South. You're going,
Yeah. It still sucks though. Yeah. I
well,
don't know, man. I wish they just leave them alone. Leave the Jews alone. It makes no sense because
Okay, my question is,
yeah,
I do not know much Jewish people.
okay.
Hillel, what do you guys prefer to be called? Jewish people, Jews, or I mean Israelites? What do you guys prefer to be called?
I mean, typically we're called Jews. We're not really called Israelites. However, if you're talking about someone who is living over here,
Mm-hmm.
then typically people call them Israelis.
Yep.
Israelis, okay.
Israelis is the common thing.
But do you get offended when somebody calls you a Jew? You know?
Not really. I mean, that's the name Jew came from Yehuda, which was Judah, which is one of the 12 tribes. And what happened was that after the first expulsion, when we came back from Babylon and from Persia, and came for the Second Temple period, the majority of the tribes that came back were Judah. And so because Judah was our prevalent tribe, then we were known as Jews.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just always wanted to know that.
Yeah, it's not an insulting term as long as you're not using it in an insulting context.
Because I always thought it was like an insulting term to call a Jewish person a Jew, you know. I mean, I guess it's the way that people would pronounce it or something. I guess it's in context.
Yeah, when somebody goes, the Jews, well, then they're not being so nice about it.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're talking about the Jews, then I mean, Jews call each other Jews, and it's not.
Okay.
I mean, I've never thought of it as being a problem.
Well, what's
Okay.
interesting to me is in the region of the Palestine people, like, I think it's not hilarious. It's really sad what happened to them, and what people don't understand if they don't know their history is they were pushed out of the Arab nations, and
Yeah.
Jews took them into their land, and to give them respite from all of the other forces kicking them out. They were kicked out of Egypt, Syria. What's the other one around you? There's three, right? Jordan. They were all kicked out of them, and the Jews took them in, and then now they're trying to fight them. It's
Well,
hilarious.
the part of the big mess that's happened over here is because of the British.
Mhm.
And you had Lawrence of Arabia, who made certain promises to the Arab peoples, and then you had Lord Balfour, who made promises to the Jewish people, and he made the Balfour Declaration in 1917.
Mhm.
And from there, you had a series of white papers, and the Balfour Declaration more or less ceded to the Jewish people the area that includes modern Israel and Jordan.
Okay.
But because Lawrence of Arabia had made certain promises as well, there was a conflict. And the British did this on purpose. They always did this. This is part of the way, British being, England being kind of a small island, in order to be a colonial empire that they were, what they would do is they would go into areas, create conflicts, and then they would come in as the people who sort of manage things. And this allowed them to destabilize an area enough so that they could rule and benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was intentional on the British. This is one reason that the Jews weren't so happy with them, and we kicked them out in the 40s. But the whole thing with the Balfour Declaration, Lawrence of Arabia, all that came to a head, and what we ended up with was the creation of the Saudi Arabia, the monarchy there, Jordan. Jordan, I think, was third king at this point.
Yeah.
Jordan created the Hashemite Empire kingdom, and that was a section from what was originally in the Balfour Declaration for Israel. Now, Jordan was essentially the area where they were going to put the Palestinians. Now, the interesting thing a lot of people know about Palestine is that the name Palestinian wasn't used it was used actually for Jews originally. They were called Palestinians, but it became used for Arabs who lived in the territory. So it's really just the Palestinians are actually people from different countries in the Arab world that have come here, and then now you've got kind of a Palestinian people, but it wasn't originally a people. They came and moved in here. So it's an interesting history, and I don't know.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
I wish kind of people would learn more about it, especially when they start talking about, Israel should go back to the 1964 lines and stuff like that, because a lot of people spout that stuff up here, not realizing that's completely indefensible for the country, which is why they had to take the boundaries that they have now, so they can protect themselves from Syria and Jordan and Egypt.
Everybody. Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have been wiped off the map. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the main wars that we've had over here, every one of them has been an attempt to wipe us off the map.
Yeah.
And we've gained territory at the result of all the wars. So, I mean, the problem that we face really is that, I mean, the problem is that there is a lot of outside attempts to take care of the problem, and really what needs to happen is we need to find willing partners over here amongst the Muslims, because Jews don't really want to be at war with our Arab neighbors or the people who are Arabs who live here in Israel. And that's really a large point of kind of a, can we find a point where we can come to an agreement? And I know it's very hard to do that, but I mean I don't know how to say this delicately. It's just the leadership of the Palestinians over here is unwilling, because they have a different vision, which is to destroy Israel. So you can't. That's not a peace partner that you can have.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So, hope I'm not boring everybody in the chat. Have they run?
They didn't run.
Surprising, no, they didn't run. They're interested, which is pretty good. Hey,
I mean, that's why this is actually an interesting conversation.
It's good to have somebody who's in Israel to tell us what's really going to go, really going on, instead of the fake news that we get all the time.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Everybody. The number one thing they tell me when they find out I'm over here, they go, "Oh my gosh, aren't you scared being over there with all the the terrorist attacks and things like that?" And so, I mean, it's very safe over here. Unless we have like an intifada going on, it's very safe. It's safer than, I would never walk downtown Dallas at night. But over here, I've walked downtown Jerusalem. I've walked, in downtown, very late in Haifa. And it's not, I wouldn't walk downtown in Tel Aviv, though. But there you go. You actually have the Russian mob is very big in Tel Aviv.
It's always the foreigners who make trouble. It's not the Israelis. It's mostly foreigners. It's crazy.
Those darn foreigners. But
those foreigners from Texas, man, get them out of here.
Yeah, we're all kind of foreigners, I guess, in one sense. But there's always been a Jewish presence in Israel, even during the exiles. And especially there have been Christians, Jews, and Muslims living in Israel for the last 1,500 to 2,000 years. Ever since Islam became a religion, around the 7th century. So there've always been Arabs and Muslims and Jews and Christians living over here. When after the Holocaust, even before the Holocaust, you look at how Israel came about as a state. You have to look towards the end of the 19th century, and you have nationalism, which is this ideology of our nation is the greatest. Pride in a nation is very big, and the Jews I have a Jewish history book where literally starting about 1,000 years ago, every other year there was some sort of persecution or pogrom or massacre happening to Jews somewhere in the world.
Yep.
So I mean, you have centuries and centuries of this, and and so there was the nationalists who said, look, everybody else in the world has a nation. We want to have a Jewish nation because people don't want us living amongst them.
Mhm.
So let's found our own nation. And so that was the secular perspective, and the religious perspective has been different. It's been oftentimes at loggerheads. The religious actually weren't that much in favor of the creation of the Jewish state. Um, and the reason for that was because there are certain ideas of the way that's supposed to happen, but also because the people who were involved were largely not religious. And so the way they wanted to set the country would be ignoring the laws that the Jewish people have to follow. And so there was actually a big battle, and still to this day a battle about how the country's going to run. Is it going to be a secular state, or is it going to be a religious state? It's currently a secular state because I mean that's the majority of people in the country, but it's a secular state that works with the religious. So you're going to find that on Saturday, on Shabbat, everything in most places shut down, like in Jerusalem and the more religious areas. They shut down for Shabbat. The buses stop, and so you have from Friday night to Saturday night where it's very quiet.
Yeah.
You still have people who are secular; they're driving around on Shabbat, but it's the Jewish holidays. It's a very interesting difference when you're used to living in the States, and everything's more like the Christian holidays, and you see all that stuff all the time. And you come over here and you don't see Christmas trees as much. You don't see Easter. You don't see those things. You don't see Halloween. You see all the Jewish holidays are the ones that are being pushed. So it's a very, it's very surprising in a way. It's a very interesting experience.
You should come here for like Utah on Sundays. It is dead as a doornail. If you were anywhere outside Utah, it's always Sundays usually the busiest day of the week for businesses and malls and things like that. Here is the slowest day of the week. It is so slow. Like usually takes me what 15 minutes to get to work from where I am. On Sunday it's like 3.
Wow.
Because there's nobody on the roads. I'll usually just have a green light the whole way through. It's because nobody does that. Everybody goes to church here on Sunday. We're 80% the population is Mormon, so
That was the cleanest city I ever went through.
Which one, Salt Lake?
Yeah, it was like so beautiful, so clean.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's changing though. Downtown has changed the last 10 years. So I don't know when you were here last, but
it was a long time ago. At least I think about 20
so
20
a lot
years
of the
ago.
people from California are moving up.
Damn, California's ruining every place.
They are. It's the cost of living is starting to skyrocket here. It is definitely a seller's market for houses because they're just buying houses like crazy. Because out there, a house is like $500,000, $1 million, whatever. For a small house here, you can get a huge piece of property for that. And so the prices are just going up. Like my buddy's house where I'm staying right now, he paid $260 for it when he bought the house. Nice piece of property. Now it's worth well over $300 climbing.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even had it more than 3 years. So it just keeps shooting up and up and up here. But the city downtown is changing. So downtown Salt Lake is becoming very, very. I used to say we used to be really, really, Republican oriented. Downtown Salt Lake though is now going very, very the other way. So they're like. There used to be almost no bars downtown. Now there's bars all over the place.
I went to a strip. I went to a strip club in Utah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there used to be just like 1 or 2, and now they're starting to pop up more and more as that the denomination of the population is changing.
But you couldn't drink in the bar. You had to go to your car, go drink, and then come back.
I think the laws have changed a little bit since then. But yeah, they used to be that way, and they used to be They used to make it too, because they had a thing with Deadpool when it came out. The original Deadpool, there was a chain that had a bar with the movie theater up in Salt Lake, and you could not watch a rated R film and have a beer at the same time in a public place. And so, yeah, they some fine happened or whatever, but the laws changed now. So you can tell that the population's changing. What's happening. Like medical marijuana just passed yesterday. So before that wouldn't have happened here at all. So it's definitely changing quite a bit. So just kind of funny to see it change when you're here slowly.
But out of curiosity, what's the objection to medical marijuana from a Mormon standpoint?
At first it was we didn't know enough. That's what the officials said, and that was true. You didn't know how it was going to react or whatever. The current stance was they don't mind medical marijuana, but they don't want the laws to. They were just copying laws from another state, and they wanted to craft them. They wanted us to craft them specifically for Utah's needs, instead of just letting these big businesses come in and kind of run it.
Sure.
Because that was the church's concern here, the church leadership, because they felt like in other states you could, you could go in and say you're sick or whatever, and then get a medical on a card, and then you're fine, even though you don't really have an illness, And so they wanted to have a little more hoops to jump through to get it, because they realized some people do need it. But anyways, it passed the other way, so we just have to get used to it now. So it's personal choice on what you want to do in all things. So
okay, let me
what
get
happens?
to the. Let me
You're good.
interrupt a little bit. Let's get back to the chat before they get
Yeah.
unruly. That's why we're losing viewers, because we're not talking about them. They're like, hey, come on, you're not going to talk about me? I'm out of here. Mighty Geek Studio says, welcome to the Gray Skull Strip Club. Okay. I want to see Tila. All right. Nah, I'd rather see Evil Lynn. John Dilly said, I told you it was me. Here, I'll sub again. He said he unsubbed and he subbed. Cool.
Yeah, you're down to you're up to 92.
92. He's son of a bitch. I'm gonna do that to him tomorrow. Let's all do that to John. Let's go unsub. The Unbreathable Skunk Girl says, I like Laura's blue shirt. Well, thank you, honey. And why it looks like Laura's color, because I downloaded a color that I just picked with my pick tool. So that is the color that should be there. Even her shorts, that's her shorts color. All right. Breedable Skunk Girl, $5 for milk on sale. Flair said $3.50 for milk. $3.50. You're not going to jump in on that one, Tank? He's not. He's working too hard.
I don't even think his mic is on.
Yeah. The Unbreedable Skunk Girl says Costco, Sam's Club are our lifesavers. Yes. Costco and Sam's Club get a lot of money from us.
Man,
Joshua,
you don't get no Loch Ness Monster, no tree fitted. Loch Ness Monster never give you back no tree fitted. You get to keep that tree fitted for yourself. Loch Ness Monster give no tree fitted.
Thank you. Thank you, Tank. Joshua said, "Go it." Mighty Geek says, "Depends on what game you're playing." Blue brown eyes. Flair said, and Risley said, "Blue brown." Cool. So I went with the brown eyes. I'd partial to brown. Okay, I like brown eyes. I have brown eyes, but Skunk Girl has green eyes. So yes, I did make Skunk Girl's eyes green because my wife's eyes are green. So I love green eyes too. The Unbreathable Skunk Girl says, we pay more for a pineapple than the mainland does. Go figure. That is true. We pay more for a pineapple and it's grown here, and you guys get it cheaper. What the hell is wrong with that?
How much do you pay for a pineapple?
I don't know. I don't buy pineapples.
No, seriously, that blew my mind when I was on vacation in Hawaii.
Really?
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, go figure. Bananas too, fruits and vegetables.
Well, I
Are
know. So I know
outrageous.
here at the store when I go buy a pineapple, most of them are from the Philippines.
Mm,
Yeah, they're
could
not
be.
from Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, Hawaiian pineapple's expensive, I guess.
Super rare.
Oh yeah. Okay. Mighty Geek says the climate determines prices for certain things. True. Pound of roast beef is $10 here, said Flair. John Diller says, "Okay, see you guys. I guess we bored him. No, he's working. He's working hard, work safe, John. We'll see you in the morning."
Hey,
My Yeah, Mighty Geek says, "See you, John." Mighty Geek says, "You always pay more for locally grown produce." Sure. Flair says, "Bye, John." Hey, Brandon's back. Tomb Raider. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Joshua says, "See you later, John." Risley says, "Still here. This is good stuff. I like learning new things." Yeah, I mean, we go through a lot of different topics here. We're not afraid. We'll talk about Israel. We'll talk about stuff like that. Why not? Yeah, talk about Utah. That's cool. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I think I'm the only one from my family that's seen the Great Salt Lake. It's disgusting. That's
Yes,
all.
it is.
It's disgusting,
I
people.
agree. Yeah.
It's like I would describe the Great Salt Lake. This is what I saw. It was like looking at a mug of chocolate with a lot of foam. That's what it looked like. Am I right? Am I right?
It can be. It depends on the time of year and stuff. Right
It,
now, it's
it,
two
it,
different colors.
yeah, it was winter time, so it was really it looked like mud with foam on it. So I guess that's what happens in the winter time. Risley says, okay, said that Mighty Geek says Utah used to be the most conservative state in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Californians moved there with their politics and screws it up. Same like they're doing to Texas and Arizona and all the other places. Uh, and I'll get off my soapbox.
Thank you, Californians, for ruining your own state and moving to ours.
Yeah. It's this crazy. Yeah. It's like you guys don't like your politics in California. Don't take it to another state and ruin that state also. Uh, Enough said. And we are back. So whoever wants to take it away.
Take
I-
it away.
Take it away. So Brad, how much does one of those dark sides cost if you were to make a what you call it a
Oh, so my commission
what's your
rate?
commission rate? Yeah.
So 11 by 17 will bring you about 185.
Okay.
So roughly, depending on how, it really depends if I'm doing like one character. Do I get to have control of it, or how detailed do I have to go? Like when I'm doing portraits for people, then I have to make it look like them. It takes longer. So
Which I hate doing that.
yeah, it takes a lot longer. So you get charged a lot more. So
See how
Yeah.
easy that was, people, to change the color in the background? I can change whatever color I want to go with. That's what's so cool about digital.
mhm.
So but there are some people in the chat that actually did come here to watch me color, believe it or not.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's what this, I mean, there's another woman that comes in here, Bethany, and I have to try to make an earlier uh, stream because she comes on kind of early. And
Mm,
she would like to see me do some clip studio, try to help her out because she bought it
Gotcha.
too. So she's a brand new person. So one day I got to come on a little bit earlier and try to help her out
Mm.
because she's getting a hard time. So maybe I'll do a tutorial and just ask the chat, ask me any questions, and I'll try to help you guys out.
Cool.
I like my chat. We're kind of cool. We're just that's why got kind of racy tonight. I don't think my chat is up to that too much.
Yeah. It was, but
Mm.
good thing there wasn't like 100 people in here. It would have been a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not afraid if somebody goes a little rowdy. That's fine once in a while. There's nothing wrong
You know,
with that.
speaking of racy,
Whoa.
Oh no.
I'm going to take a break for a second.
I thought you've been taking a break for the last 2 hours. You've been quiet tonight, man.
I've been concentrating, man. Been concentrating on this here.
No,
think I'm-
we've been talking though, so it's
Oh yeah,
fair.
yeah. I, what you guys like? You like the darker green or the lighter green?
Um, I'm colorblind, so whatever. Yeah.
What do you like, LL?
Show it again. I like
Okay,
the lighter green.
you like this one? You like this one?
Oh yeah, I like the lighter green.
You like that one? Okay.
I'm a little colored by myself, but I can tell I like the lighter value though.
Well, I can tell between the
Very
different values. The thing for me is, I don't know what color that moon is
Well,
in the
what
background.
it's most
So-
likely going to be a green. It's going to be a
Yeah, to
I
me
mean-
it's just gonna blend in together. It's not gonna.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a big difference for me.
my
There's
my
not enough tone difference. Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll color something. I'll be very proud of myself. My wife comes in and goes, "Why did you make this character green?" And I go, "Green? That's supposed to be skin color."
I'm trying to make Lara Croft pop out. I mean, she's in a jungle swinging.
I get
so,
you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's why I do tonal work. So I do warm grays, cool grays, and neutral grays, and then blacks. And then I'll use one color like a red or a bright blue for pop, and that's it. So
Yeah, for my book Interworld, I'm going to do the black and white art, but I want to find a colorist and a letterer to do that work because those are the areas I really suck at. And but I'll have to raise money to do that because I don't have the money to pay anybody to do it. So that's going to be one of the things is I think I guess one of the reasons to raise money through Indiegogo not only to get it printed but also to pay for the outside help that you need. Would that be this correct?
it's true. You gotta be careful because some people you make a commitment. I say that in quotation marks. Commitment from someone, and then by the time you're done fundraising, they've moved on. So, that
Yeah.
happens. But like a buddy of mine, he does his where he will save enough for to get like 5 or 6 pages done,
Yeah.
and then he'll run a campaign for it. The artist is still there, that's fine. If not, he'll find another artist to
All right.
color and stuff like that because he does his own drawings and stuff. So
Sure.
yeah, but I was like, I'm too poor. I can draw, and I can draw with markers. So why not just do it myself? So,
Sure.
and I don't have to pay someone else $300 a page to make artwork. So I get to keep all the profits. There is some. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my comic is more of a like I think if I just did it in gray, I think it would look more depressing than it's supposed to be because I think my comics tend to be a little bit more not so dark. I mean, like lighter.
Well,
Like,
that's the challenge, right?
Yeah.
To get those feelings to come across in tones. Like it depends on the scene. Like I got certain scenes where they're day shots or they're night shots or maybe there's a bright light coming in a window and casting a long shadow along the wall. It's dark all around. That's how you set the mood, is with the tones. And so that is where, and then you can put whatever color you want on top. But it's the tones that set the mood, right? So
Yeah.
if you master tones, it doesn't matter what color it is. The feeling will come across, Just got to master those tones.
Hmm.
Just takes time. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So all I'm doing for you in the chat that are watching me color, I'm just putting in some whites over my greens, my green
Good.
background, and then I do a little bit darker green, and I'm lighting it up to make like a little mist that she's swinging through the jungle. Happy mist.
You're
We're
using
doing
tones
We're doing
to,
happy
to
mist.
break it up and look like clouds.
Yeah. So it's a jungle scene, she just have some mist, and I guess we got to go and do that.
Do you have a
moon.
smudge tool?
Yes, I do, which is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm smudging and blending the whites.
Yeah, when I
to
used to do digital work, I would smudge. The smudge is great.
Oh
for
yeah.
cloud work and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So what I usually do is I'll pick my pen and I'll just go with a really like what I'm doing right now,
hmm
just going real deep with the whites, and then I'll take my smudge tool and just go in there and
yeah,
soften up the edges, and that's
I
how you
like
make.
dragging it through like it's
Yeah.
bouncing off
Oh
one
yeah.
pencil to another.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
that's how you do happy clouds in digital
Happy little
form.
clouds.
Yes, you are watching Manny Ross right now. Happy clouds, people.
Manny
Happy
Ross. Yeah.
happy clouds. Happy clouds, people. This is your world. You make what you want of it.
Hello, how are you coming on that 3 point perspective? Are you getting it?
Well, I think so.
A little bit.
You can look at my drawing that I'm working on. I'm trying to add in features
Yeah.
to it. I went ahead and threw her in. You can see
Yeah,
her.
I see that. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, right now I'm just trying to put stuff that goes on the roof. I don't know why I started with the roof, but I did.
Oh, we've got spider webs again. Oh, I think they want to watch Lara Croft instead of spider webs. We got a lot of spider webs there, people. Man,
Wow.
I'm looking at
I'll
MS,
look. I'll.
I'm
I
looking
will.
at
I will
Isher right
box this
here.
thing. Yeah, I will box this thing so I can look at the spider webs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I box Hell L.
Yeah.
We're looking at it right now, so we get a little gist of what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right, which is
I think
cool.
the only problem we're having with yours, LL, is as I was thinking about it because I'm looking at you right now, is the 2 point perspective at the back is not even for the horizon line.
Say that again.
Your 2 point perspective in the back is not even as the horizon line. But
Oh,
yeah, it's the only thing I'm thinking. But you're close. You're very close. And starting with the roofs is great because you can make the tallest towers first, and then you go in and lay the small ones.
yeah.
Yeah. hmm
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Also, presumably, I want to make sure that it's just weird, really weird there.
Yeah. So that one I would just bring uh, straight down and have it cut off at the bottom of the page. No, your bottom length going to the point is fine. But instead of having the roof go back and go to the other point,
Oh, I
upper
see.
right hand. Yeah, yeah. Just make that the top of the building. So, yeah. But if you want to, I'll answer. Like, I'll draw a sample of 3 point perspective tomorrow during my stream. You can just watch it again, and then I'll just do a quick building top thing, and then you can take a look.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
how I do it. So, yeah. But, anyways, yeah, hopefully it'll help you. And then, do you have what do you call it? French curves at all?
I have them. Yeah. In.
Oh
I
wait,
have
you're
them-
you're doing digital anyway. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to. They have a curve ruler here that I'm trying to use to figure out how to use it like a French curve. Like part of this is me getting used to doing this digitally.
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's a magnetic curve tool for a line.
I'm-
What are you using Clip Studio 2?
Whatever the current version of it is.
Oh, Clip Studio Paint. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have one. Yeah. Like, so I use a French curve on mine because I do all traditional work now, and so French curve I can get that arc just nicely on 11x17 to make it look like the Earth. The Earth is kind of curving, and I can make those perspective lines curve just a little bit,
Ah,
and so you can get a nice fishbowl effect.
sure.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Then, if you want to add me on Facebook or add me on Twitter or whatever, I'll link it in there, and then you can check it out.
Let me do that right now while I'm thinking of it.
That's cool.
What are you on Twitter?
Pencil for Life.
Pencil for Life.
BENCIL, the number 4. There you go. Back up. Right there. Top one.
There we go.
Cool. That'd been me.
Nice.
Do you go on live?
Yeah, I'm going to do it live.
Yeah, what,
Sometimes I have some recorded ones, but finding live's a little bit easier for me. So they don't have to video edit. I hate video editing. Like I've done it before, but I'll do it with things that I want to be precise about, for videos.
it just takes time. It's time consuming. Like
Very time consuming.
there's a like I did a video. It's only 48 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
The drawings took me about 5 hours, but the
Mhm.
video editing and to animate it took about 15 hours. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's
So
a
like
lot of-
I have some time lapse that are on mine that are about 6 minutes long, and it's from a 7-hour drawing.
no, but this was animation I did. You know,
You're doing animation.
yeah, I did animation. If you go look and you'll see my little squirrels getting squashed by Skunk Girl and all the fun
Part of that's
stuff.
probably render time, though, huh?
No, it was the animation that took a while.
Yeah, the render time, right? To render out the animation, render the frames.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
making one pan here and the other one pan here, and
Yeah.
in and out and all this fun stuff. It's
Yeah, that stuff can take a while, and you need a
Yeah.
beast of a computer to
Yeah.
crunch those numbers, and then it'll go faster. But
Yeah.
if you
And
just gotta,
I saw on one
average machine.
time. I saw somebody create their own personal render farm, and they just took several different hard drives and put them into one tower. And
Yeah, hard drives, or they do video cards. Yep, it's kind of like the same
Yeah.
for the Bitcoin miners. You
uh,
just need those number crunchers. So
I saw that I wanted to create my own render farm just to have one.
it's expensive because all that power you got to use. Oh my
I
god!
know that's why I've never done it. It's just one of those. It's just like my dream of turning my house into a spaceship. I mean, it's a weird random dream to have that will never happen, but it's fun to think about.
I don't know if I want my home as a spaceship.
I
At
actually,
least my current place. I want my own house, maybe. Yeah.
I always wondered if you took a small house and you put too many people in it, like you put like 9 or 10 people into like a 2-bedroom house, and you shot it into space, how long would everybody on that ship survive before somebody started dying?
Not long.
Yeah, you don't think so? Not too long, especially if they only had one bathroom. So my theory is the bathroom time is what's going to get people killed.
Most likely. That, and you can't go outside, and then someone's going to be doing the Jim Carrey. What's the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did you ever see that movie? I think it's called Rocket Man.
No.
It's a really funny movie. I think it's called Rocket Man. I'm not sure, but anyway, the guy goes on this ship to Mars, and he's kind of a goofball, and he accidentally locks himself out of his hibernation pod. So he has to spend several months by himself, entertaining, trying to keep himself, entertained.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's hilarious.
That sucks. Yeah, because that's like what, 6 month journey, something like that.
6 to 8 months, yeah.
Yeah, alone. I mean, I could probably do it and be normal, but it
So
would
he-
still suck. I would talk to myself a lot.
Well, he did, and by the end of the journey, he'd use all their food paste to paint on the roof of the ship a mural of himself. You know that picture I think Michelangelo did, where in the Sistine Chapel, where you have God touching food with somebody, right? So he painted that using food paste of himself. So
Oh my gosh.
it's
You
pretty funny.
took all of our food supply to do that?
Well, yeah, that was the discussion later. It was, I don't know. It's a cheesy movie, and I think that a lot of it as an adult will find kind of annoying. But when I was much younger and it came out, it was really funny.
So, okay, that scene in Dumb and Dumber where he does scream, the most annoying sound in the world. Did you know that was all ad-libbed?
No.
And it was ad-libbed, and the guys were just spitballing back and forth, and the guy in the middle had no idea what was going on. I was watching a video about it this week, and he had no idea, and that was him just really screaming, "Shut the hell up! I've had enough." He was so pissed off. Yeah, he had no idea. Like, that's what they were kind of going for. He
Well,
was
they
so
did it.
bad. Yeah, he
Hey,
was so pissed.
hey, Tank. Tank, come back to us, Tank. Where you
What's
at?
up?
What's up? It's almost time.
Is it just about that time?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost time. It's time. People have seen the Lara Croft done, and they're out of here. So
All
it's
right.
time. You can tell when the and it's always like this. I mean, Hell
Oh, it's
L and
almost 2 a.m. here. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, people are getting tired, and it always happens. I mean, my streams, we can tell when people are ready to go. It's like, oh, cool, that's it. They saw the finished product, and they're like,
Mm,
okay, time to leave, which is cool. I mean, that's what it
yeah.
was supposed to be. I mean, watch the figure come together, and pretty much once this went up, we started losing people. So let me get to the chat, and then we'll say our goodbyes and thank everybody. Let's see. Not too much people chatted after that, anyways. Tomb Raider, Utah. Manny, you might like the villains on the cover I drew. I'll look at that, Mighty Geek. What part of the world is she in? I think she's just swinging through the jungles. Could be South America. Could be anywhere.
Maybe Hawaii. They could
Yeah,
be sugarcane.
it actually could be in my neighborhood. I do live in a forest.
Do you have vines that long that's good for swinging?
So we don't know where she's at, but she's cool. She's just swinging. She's like Tarzan. I mean, I really thought this was a fun drawing to do for the drawn and quartered. I mean, I hope people liked it. You know, it was
Yeah, it's good.
something different. You know, I mean, if you're gonna go and draw it and quartered, you got to draw what you like. You know, and I like this little cartoony style for different. I see there's a little smudge on the what you call it, the rope that I'm not gonna try to fix right now. That's good enough. All right, so let's go down the row. Brad, where can we find you?
Twitter, pencilforlife.com. You can find me on YouTube, pencilforlife.com. That's probably the best easy ones to get me. So.
Cool. And Hell L, where can we find you?
So I'm on YouTube as New Hero Comics, and I have a variety of topics from just general drawing videos, talks about comics gates, random thoughts, and a little studies on the Jewish scriptures. So I do a little bit of everything on there, and then on there is also the links to other places you can find me.
Cool. That's awesome. And Tank, where can we find you? Tank?
His microphone's off.
Tank, your mic's out. Well, you can find Tank on my channel. You can find Tank on Cross Comics and John Dillard Gaming the System. And Tank is on the Chester Busby show. He's on I think it's on the Fan Speak, and I think he's on the Comic News and Busby's Basement. So you can find Tank all over. And I bet there's other places where I don't know that he's appearing because I'm at work where when Tank is having all the fun. So I Chester told me last night. He said you can come on my show too. I'm like, but Chester, I'm working. That's the only thing. So maybe one day I'll be off and I can go on there a couple times. It would be cool. Yeah. So it's awesome that you guys get to do that with Chester. I like it. I love it. You like I said. My name is Manny. Manny from. Oh, he did drop out. He's got some problems. Tank had, but that's cool.
It's all good.
Yeah, we'll see Tank tomorrow again. We'll be on the drawn and quartered tomorrow. Are you guys on the drawn and quartered tomorrow also?
I don't think I am, and honestly, I kind of need a break.
Okay,
I'm doing
Brad.
my own book.
Uh,
I need to get some pages done, man.
Hal, are you on tomorrow?
I don't think so. I'm
Okay.
pretty. Nobody's. I'm sure if I were, I would know about it. So I don't know
Okay,
about it. Probably not.
I don't know who the lineup is. I know it's on my station, and I think Tank is on tomorrow night. But I hope there's a whole bunch of new people on there. I wouldn't be on it, but I'm hosting. That's why I'm on. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll be on there tomorrow night, and I'm gonna have a problem because I do not know this character. I'm gonna have to do research.
Vax the Stampede.
Yeah, I bought the toy. I have the toy because it was cool looking. It was Todd McFarlane, but I've never watched the show, so it's
Yeah.
something I'm gonna. I mean, to me,
I hated it, to be honest. I didn't like it at all.
I,
I
like, I liked it at first. I got kind of tired of it.
yeah, I have no clue his personality. I'm only seeing images, so I have no clue how I should draw him. So I'm gonna have to do some research tomorrow. I mean, I doubt if I'm even gonna be in the top three tomorrow. It's gonna be that bad. I mean, it is what it is. But I'll try to make as best a drawing as I can tomorrow. So
Just do it in silhouette.
what's that?
Just draw them in silhouette.
Just pull a Todd Balin.
I'll go see what they did in the pro show. Like I said, I didn't even see what the finished product was. I was over here
Yeah.
setting up the show. I think me and Tank were streaming already, like 10 minutes into it before the even
Yeah.
had the vote count. Tank is back. Tank.
Yeah, my internet died on me. I'm on sale right now.
I hope I showed for you good enough. If you heard me.
I didn't. I was so busy trying to reconnect. I'm like, oh, really? Are you
Oh.
kidding me?
That's okay. But can you tell us where we can find you, Tank?
Yes, you can find me at Tank Ferret Art on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also find me here on YouTube at Tank Ferret. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm so sorry. I had it clicked on. Oh, I had it locked on me. I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, no worries.
I didn't
Can you see
realize.
this?
Let me lock it on you. Yes, it is locked on you now. Oh, awesome. Beautiful.
I don't see it.
You don't see it yet?
No, I see it. I see Laura Croft.
Well, it's locked on Tank
Yeah,
now.
so if you're looking through Google Hangouts,
Yeah.
just click on Tank's name because you have control of what you see.
Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
It's
so
awesome.
I've got most of the heavy blacks in there. Of course, it's going to be that whole scratchy, scratchy style when it's done. So, yeah.
It looks awesome. That is
And
awesome.
I think the composition is not too bad. I've got the hips, angled differently from the.
No, honestly, your anatomy and body proportions are fine. So.
Thank you.
Have you ever drawn this Trigun character before, Tank?
I did. I have drawn Bash Stampede once before because the American dubbed actor for Bash Stampede was going to be at a convention. So I did a piece for Magic Wheelchairs that was for auction, and it included like a whole bunch of characters that were going to be featured at the convention one way or another. Indie characters, mainstream, voice actors, artists. So I did a big old piece.
Awesome. That is cool. All right. So I will see you tomorrow. You are my competitor. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. We will bring the best out of each other. That's the best part about it.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm getting a new brush. I'm getting a new nib for my Copic brush.
Ooh, cool.
So it's back on.
I got a ton of nibs over here if you want one.
All right.
I buy them by the because I have so many. I go through so many Copic nibs. Insane.
All right. Yeah, I'm. You guarantee you guys are going to see this tomorrow on the fan drawn and quartered, and I'll make a comment. How did I lose?
I'll hold mine up and say, "This is why."
Do your research. Do your research. The guy's got a very Victorian era Western kind of vibe to him.
Okay.
Kind of steampunky almost.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All
And his
right.
hairstyle is like he stuck his toe in a light socket.
Spiky.
Or with Super Saiyan, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his glasses have little zigzags on them too.
So is his glasses supposed to be down on his nose or what?
Yeah, they're always like hanging low on his face.
Okay.
Yeah, they're always falling off his nose. It's
Okay.
a shtick.
It's his shtick.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Except when
good.
he's fighting.
Yeah, that's when they stay on his face perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, so Brad and Hillel, you guys will be invited tomorrow for the after party. That's for
Okay.
sure. And we will be here again after the after party, and we'll,
Cool.
we'll be on the drawn and quartered, myself and Tank. So please come back tomorrow. And I am Manny from Good Dog Press. You can find me Good Dog Press all over the place. YouTube, Twitter, DeviantArt, gooddogpress.net. Just go look for it, and you will find me. And as always, I thank you for coming into my computer room. It's getting crowded in here. Every night, there's 100 people coming into my living room. Well, it's about maybe 60 or 70 people, but there is a lot of people that come back tomorrow and going to watch this, people. So it's awesome. I do have a lot of people coming in after I mean, it's late at night, but people do follow me during the day, which is awesome as heck. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying this night with us. So until tomorrow, aloha all and see you there.
Aloha.
Adios.
Later.